Yeah. Monday Night Raw. It's officially on deck after maybe the greatest weekend in rap battle history. You know, one of the greatest weekends in rap history, period. Straight up madness, diss records, comment sections on fire, streamers everywhere going crazy. Niggas setting streaming records from channel to channel. I see academics had like 58,000 live viewers at one point on YouTube. I'm seeing Rosenberg going live, going crazy. He didn't do a bigger number than us, but Rosenberg going crazy. Group chats, niggas falling out over this shit. Like it's a lot of energy right now. And I just wanted to set the scene before we get into this because the last time we were on, it was Saturday, and the OVO Capo himself was the number one heel on this side of the internet. A lot of people are upset with Mace. A lot of music has dropped since that time. So now I got to do what's necessary. The people want their pound of flesh. The Coliseum wants their blood. So, Macito, please step to the front of the class. What's going on in the OVO camp? What's happening at the embassy? There's been a lot of music. Has your position changed? Let's talk about it.
Has my position changed, y'all? Pause. Over this last weekend, the position has changed. Guys, it's a tie right now. I'm sorry. It's a tie right now.
What's going on?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. The OVO Capo, I'm here to let you know, Drake last night, this is the reason it's a tie, guys. I know you guys want to know what's going on, but the battle is not done. The battle is ongoing. Listen, Kendrick Lamar, the focus, the creativity, everything that's going on with this guy was tough, but Drake just dropped a bomb last night, Jov. Let's talk about it. The Heart Part 6 basically lets you know that whole Meet the Grams thing. Listen, Meet the Grams, maybe I was wilding, okay? Maybe I was a little emotional on Saturday, guys.
You were definitely emotional. Ain't no maybe about it.
Maybe I was a little emotional. They was calling my guy a PDF file, okay? I didn't like it, y'all. I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? We send those in emails. I don't demonetized. When you open those in emails, they just take over the whole computer, bro. I don't like that, man. So listen, it was looking shaky. Saturday, Kendrick, he went crazy. Those back-to-back records, it was looking bad for us, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It was a dark place. Double Barrel himself, he said the big three of OVO was me, Maul, and Act. It was about us and 40. It was about us 40 and Chubbs left. We were surrounding Drake in a circle, just fighting the enemies off of him. It was looking crazy out here. But Drake, he came back with the Heart Part 6. He did what smart rap people like Jov, like Elliot Wilson, my boy 2 T's, you know what I mean? Like the smart people in rap were saying. They were saying focus on Kendrick, rap towards Kendrick, give him bars. And that's what he did, guys. We got to admit the truth, okay? We know we're not calling Kendrick whack. We know he's a tough competitor. We know he went crazy. But at the end of the day, if you were getting roped into a situation, you know what I mean? If the whole first part of your battle was you got 20 people that want you dead, you got somebody next to me giving you information, and the whole time Drake was laughing in the front seat saying, Kendrick, no, that's not what's going on, then that changes things. Because if we talking about bars, if we talking about songs, Kendrick went crazy. It's undeniable. Not Like Us is incredible. It gave everything that I asked for from Meet the Grams. Y'all said I wanted to dance. I didn't want to dance. I wanted what Kendrick gave. He gave a crazy bars. He gave solid one-liners. It was a crazy beat. Shout out to Mustard. He tagged another person in. His Alchemist, his Mustard, his Cardo. It's about a 30v1 these days. Let's be honest. But he did what he was supposed to do with that record, and it was looking very shaky for the OVO camp. But Drake came back. He switched the narrative. He gave you bars. He said, "Nah, this is not narrative. Stop lying. Come to it with facts, like I am." So that's what happened, y'all. I'm sorry. I know Kendrick. I know the Kendrick fans.
Let us know. Where the receipts?
Sin, we had a whole pre-show meeting.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
Don't do that.
I know the Kendrick fans was dancing on the OVO grave. I seen it all weekend. I know that's what y'all felt. But this last record changed things. I'm sorry, it did.
So here's the thing. On the basis of this whole argument on both sides, Sin did ask a fair question about prove it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are these truths? How can you identify these truths? What I will say is, with all the antics aside, there's a lot of group chat energy right now on the pod. There's a lot of madness on the net. I just appreciate the fact that both sides decided that they were going to scrap this out. You know, we got very concerned about a week ago. And then from last Monday until now, we got 3 Kendrick Lamar records and a Drake response. And I felt like, for me personally, we got 2 Drake responses as part of me. Like, I don't even know if has a rap battle at this level been this active in such a short period of time. I'd have to do the knowledge on that. But I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before as far as music and the calculations and things of that nature. But it's like my main takeaway as I came out, and I get emotional about rap, and I got really hyped. Saturday we did the reaction. And you know, Kendrick did what he was supposed to do, and I still stand on that. Like, I'm not taking nothing away, but I feel like the more I'm really, scouring the space and I'm looking around, it just seems like there's this energy and this incessant need to write off the 6th God. And it's like it's giving bias. That's what I'm gonna say. Like, I feel like there's a lot of people. I'm seeing a lot of OVO in the chat. There's a lot of trolly energy. It's a lot. Like, niggas is not really being objective about this situation. It just goes to show that a lot of people, and fair is fair, Drake is an easy guy to dislike. A lot of people wanted this guy out of here. They wanted Aubrey gone. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, are we being really truthful about the events of this battle? Say what you want to say about Kendrick. He fried. But a lot of people are acting like them 2 records that Drake dropped, they don't mean shit. They creating narratives. He said things he didn't even say on these songs. They're completely ignoring the lyrics of what was said. And I was guilty of that on Saturday. I'm going to hold myself accountable. I completely ignored the lyrics. And me and Mace had a whole side conversation after the pod. And I felt like, and I still stand on this. You in the ring with a crazy person. Like Kendrick is not to be played with. And you want to croon at this guy? Bad mistake. But then crooning aside, motherfuckers is not addressing what the crooning was about and what was said. The Hard Part 6 dropped last night. Motherfuckers, once again, are not focusing on what was said. They nitpicking every different angle. They giving Kendrick all of the accolades, all the adulation, and they just want Drake out of here. And it's like, how y'all hip hop, but it's giving bias. It's all I gotta say. Like, y'all not scoring this fairly. It's feeling like a Vegas fight tilted towards Kendrick at this point. Just say y'all don't like Drake, and I respect that. But don't act like this nigga didn't spit this weekend. He spit just as hard. He spit just as hard as Kendrick did, but y'all are choosing a side right now. That's what it's looking like to me. I feel like both guys performed at a high level, but only one person's getting that life while y'all are pushing Aubrey to the side. That's how I'm looking at this situation. To say the rap snob, he another one of these biased niggas. He about to go and be biased right now. But go ahead and cook, Sin. I'm gonna mute my shit because I don't even want to cut you off. I know you're gonna piss me off.
Nah. Don't mute your shit. Stay right there. Stay right there.
I should mute
Stay
myself.
right there. Stay right there. What was it that Drake said that?
Don't ask me nothing. What was it that Kendrick said? We can play this game all night. Carry on. We're not playing this game on the pod tonight.
You just said it. You just said it right now.
Nah, you've been trying to do that in Texas last night. Nah, I got the lyrics ready. But the thing is,
you can't show receipts. You can't show receipts like your boy Drake can't show receipts. I got you.
You're coming in here to muddy up the water, but the same question can be posed to you.
I'm crystal.
Exactly. That's my point. You here to be biased. Somebody can't talk to you about nothing. Clear. You know what I mean? Like, where your pom poms at? Go get your sweater and wrap it around your neck. You know what I mean?
I am crystal clear.
You're not going to take it serious on this topic. First thing he did was try to disqualify. Sin already in his bag when he wanted to disqualify niggas before he even adds to the conversation. You know what I'm saying?
This is what I'm wondering. Sin, I thought you was going to come in. Sin, I thought you was going to come in talking straight about Kendrick. I want to hear, because Kendrick did his thing. But you come in talking about Drake. I came in talking about Drake. What did Kendrick do? Let's hear it, Sin.
All right. Well, I was trying to address something that Job said, but he don't want to address it. He don't want to follow up on it. He don't want to show no receipts.
You just
any,
want to be mad.
Any actual facts.
You more focused on trying to find holes with people's argument than prove what your man did.
No, that's y'all
prove
game.
It.
That's y'all game.
No, that's what
that's
you always
game,
do.
What y'all do to me.
No, I literally have tabs of lyrics open. I'm prepared, but I want to hear what your man did because you had us listening to the song before we went live and shit. Like what's good? You know what I mean?
All right. Let's talk about the Hard Part 6 first. All right. This is the one song that just dropped last night. Now, when we did the reaction, what was that, Saturday? Not Like Us had not dropped either. All right. So let's talk about these two songs. Right. First, Hard Part 6, the most recent one. It was good. It was really good. It was a good song. Right. No bias here. The beat was tough. It was sinister. He delivered probably the best bars directed at Kendrick, like straight at Kendrick, that he's delivered in this whole battle. We know that with Family Matters, he definitely had some bars towards Kendrick, but like bar-wise, he wasn't really. It wasn't given MC. You know what I mean? It was given halfway kind of crooning, halfway kind of sing-songy. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that, right? He gave us that. He flipped the A minor line, which was crazy. The way he flipped it was crazy. It was almost perfect, except that there's no such thing as a B sharp note. But I'll carry on. He claimed to feed Kendrick false information.
No such thing as Drake's daughter.
He claimed to feed Kendrick some false information, which Mace is taken at face value just because Drake said so.
But you took Kendrick at face value. You took Kendrick at face value. I don't understand that.
What am I taking Kendrick at face value on?
A daughter.
Exactly what? No, I didn't. I discounted
by
that
saying
already.
that saying that Mace took it at face value. You were intimating you believe it.
I was intimating. I believe what? No, I'm not. I already discounted that bar and that whole verse in the last live, bro. It's all wax.
The snob.
Cut.
So what I'm saying is that he claimed.
Sorry for walking on you, brother. Go ahead.
Here's the thing. The daughter claims are obviously unsubstantiated. We don't know where Kendrick got that story from. He might have just fabricated it. That's true. Who knows? That accounts for 1/4 of that song. There's 3 other verses, fire-ass verses, where he was dissecting your man on that song. All right? So we can discount that verse. We're not going to discount the whole song. Let's not do that. He was talking to his son face to face. You know what I mean? Like he put the picture, he painted the picture by the verses that he spit. Like he's talking to his man's son face to face. Like your father is a bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Heavy. So we're not going to discount that.
That you know what, Sin? That was a strong point. Very strong point, Sin.
Thank you. Appreciate that. We being unbiased finally. All right.
Finally.
So that's that. Now, so again, the record was strong, but here's my thing. Shouts to Jadakiss. This line is gonna live in infamy. It was good, but it was just not enough. Kendrick at this point was up like 20 in the 4th quarter, bro.
What?
Like this record made it. They cut into the lead. Drake still lost by like 10, maybe 8. Right? So he made it competitive at the end. It's still a loss, bro. And the reason that Kendrick has won this battle, and let me be clear, Kendrick is the clear winner in this battle. He cornered Drake into this position. He checkmated him before the Hard Part 6 was even a thought, because he just wrote that shit like yesterday. Before the Hard Part 6 was even a thought, he was already checkmated, right? And here's my thing. Kendrick is talking about some very serious allegations. It's a very serious topic, right?
Yes.
Now, are there receipts? Can we substantiate this? No, but it's definitely more believable than anything anybody else has said in this battle. We've seen the relationships he's had with younger girls. We've seen the picture. We've seen the shit on stage where he pulled up a 17-year-old girl, kissed her on the cheek, forehead, and then on the lips. 17. Talking about, yo, you're 17. Why do you look like that? That man was lusting over a 17-year-old girl on stage. So when Kendrick says these things, hey, I'm likely to believe it. There's a lot of people out there that are likely to believe it because we've seen what Drake does in these situations.
Y'all know I'm about to cook. So, Dini, I don't mean to box you out, but I gotta cook after this, bro.
Cook.
So then now come to the Hard Part 6 record. All right. He made some points, he made some valid points. I don't understand what his obsession is with Kendrick's marriage and his wife. I don't know. Right. I also don't understand what his obsession is with when he disses somebody. He always got to involve a woman somehow. Either that I had that woman, or that woman wanted me, or I'm that woman's screensaver. Like it gives weird. It's given weird at this point. And on top of that, when he addressed the PDF file rumors, his point, the point that he made was so bizarrely cringy. It was like, if I would have done it, I would have been in jail by now. Like, who says that, bro? Like, who, bro? He's sounding like OJ with that book he wrote, If I Did It, which was crazy. He's sounding like Robert when he was in that interview with Gayle King. He's looking crazy right now. You know what I mean? And here's my final point before I pass it off. Kendrick has done an incredible job at controlling the energy and the narrative of this whole battle. He's controlled the whole thing. He's controlled the pacing. You know what I mean? Like Drake pressed the red button with Family Matters and Kendrick dropped right on his head right afterwards. The allegations and the things that he's talking about. Everybody on like, this is the first time I've ever seen Drake actually lose the internet, bro. Drake doesn't lose on the internet. This is his game. That's his place. That's his location. That's where he lives.
He lost on the internet to Pusha T too. He did.
Not like this, bro. It wasn't like this.
Nah, he lost on the internet.
It wasn't like this.
It wasn't like this because Kendrick is a bigger artist. But Sin, the thing is, I'm glad you mentioned narrative and internet, because that's where Drake lost here. Because I tried to keep his song structure. I tried to keep it bars. I thought you was going to bring up about how Kendrick mentioned that he was chasing clout from the Atlanta rappers. Very strategic by Kendrick. I thought you was going to mention the fact that he actually made a song this time.
If you wouldn't have cut me off, I would have gotten it.
But
go ahead.
I guess you went the longest out of everybody.
I guess, you know what I mean? But that's the thing. He lost the narrative and he lost the internet. So if you want to say Drake lost, that's why I say Drake lost the popular vote. But when we talk about songs and we talk about bars, because when we get into these whole, narrative things, it's like it's crazy, Sim, because you easily believe Kendrick, and for Drake, it's you know what I'm saying? I don't believe it. Hold on, Sim. Because the thing is, I think if Kendrick really believes what he's saying, if Kendrick really actually feels like Drake is a predator, he don't want him around his kids, he don't want him around LeBron. By my calculations, I got on the screen right now that Poetic Justice, the song with Kendrick and Drake, got 340,000 views today. So Kendrick is making money off of this person he thinks he's a predator. So if Kendrick actually believes that, all these people rapping against him, you know what I mean? Future and Metro got whole albums with him if they think he's a predator. Kendrick got one of his most popular songs with him if he thinks he's a predator. So if we are going to get into narratives, which I'm not trying to get into narratives or allegations, hashtag, because there are on both sides. If we want to get into the music, we get into the music. But Kendrick needs to lead the way and take those songs he has with the so-called predator now. In my opinion.
It's funny how hold on. I gotta cook because it's funny how it impact only matters in certain situations. The impact that Kendrick had over the game in the clubs to the hip hop heads, to the lyricist heads, over the weekend since Euphoria. Let's talk about the records. Euphoria goes crazy. Meet the Grams goes crazy. It not like that. That shit is crazy. It's like all these records are crazy. Bar wise, musically, the shit that he talks about, the dissection layer by layer, like he's covered every angle on this. He checkmated your man. Just admit it. All you got to do is admit it. It's really easy to admit. I promise you.
Before I admit it, let's get into these super chats because the super chat's been coming in, bro. let's get into it, man. We arguing too much, just like John said. It's a long form pod. But from what I can see, the first super chat I see is Matt Max, of course. OVO Max. We know where your allegiance lies here, Max. So before I read it, I'll say that. But Mad Max says Kung Fu Kenny practicing karate on his BM and never addressed it. Wow, Max. Wow. Crazy first super chat, Max. We also got Mike H over here. We got Meet the Grams will go down as an all-time diss record. Concept record within a beef while talking to his family. Nasty work. Only raised his voice at Drake. When I heard the opening bar, I knew. Mike H, you know you the homie. I respect it. I respect it from you and Sin. You know what I mean? You know, Meet the Grams, it changed things. We gotta admit that. Even Drake fans, we gotta admit that Family Matters drop. It's a great record. To me, the best record of the entire beef. To me, but the fact that he walked on it with Meet the Grams, it was a game changer. We gotta admit that. You feel what I'm saying? We got another super chat from 36 Chambers. Kendrick gave up all streaming copyright for these diss tracks. We talking about money. Maybe he made a few money on Poetic Justice, but he isn't on the battle tracks directly, and that's important here. That was just the point I was making, 36. You know what I mean? It just because I say it don't mean it's law. You know what I mean? Money is king out here at the end of the day. But shouts to Kendrick for removing. I saw a lot of streamers saying that. Shouts to Kendrick for removing all those copyright strikes on anybody reacting to it. Listen, you can't beat that. Shouts to Kenny for that, bro.
That's dope.
We got another one from Devin Braxton. They have receipts for Drake's predatory behavior. Sin was talking about that. Sin has the receipts. Trust me, Sin is on point. He know what's going on. We got another super chat from Newbie TV. That is, why is Drake deleting TMF a L, but Kendrick deleting 616 not considered a L? Newbie, you know we about to get into it all here. This was a crazy weekend. This might be a long pod, bro. Like it might go crazy over here. Another super chat already in for Rudy G. I tricked you and fed you lies versus you a predator. The super chat's going crazy right now. Put Drake in a tough place. I agree, Rudy. Like, this is what I'm saying. The strategy that Kendrick used here was impeccable. I will definitely say that Drake, he didn't think that Kendrick had this type of strategy in him, and it definitely hurt him at multiple levels in this battle. We got another one from OVO Max. Meet the Grams, Just Mama I Sober Part 2 with lies. Why he beating his girl, Kendrick Brown? Jesus, Max. This is why they say you're ghostwriting for Drake, Max. Like,
appreciate
the bars are the same. That's a fact. We got another super chat from Tracy G. Mace, you got this. I'm tapped out. Drake won to me. The 17-year-old has come out and said nothing happened. Stop the narratives. Hey, you know what I mean? It's music versus narratives. It's just a battle on so many levels. You know what I mean? I'll say that Kendrick mentally attacked him during here. We got another super chat.
Y'all read from the top, like, or y'all going just what y'all see is coming up?
I got some in my start. I just been going as I see him, Joe.
I'm saying you going from top to bottom, or you, because we got a lot of people. You know what I mean? So y'all got Christopher the Conqueror, I Am, Royale, Mitchell Morris, etc., etc.
That's what I'm saying. My list might look different from your list since you the
Got you. All right, so boom. What did Dini get some takes off? Because I
nah, the niggas is cooking. I'm listening to everybody's takes.
All I gotta say is, because we got low key, he in the hookah spot. We about to bring him in a second.
Low, what up?
All I want to say is that I heard what Sin was saying about the songs, right? Yeah, I heard a lot of people saying, because it's like I scoured the net. A lot of people saying Meet the Grams ain't really ring off like that. Like a lot of people said that's one of the more forgettable songs. I will say this.
Us.
Huh?
That's for us. That was the backpacker track.
No,
you know what I mean?
Well, Euphoria went more crazier. They felt like Euphoria went crazier.
Was crazier. Absolutely.
But like the thing that kind of got me in this situation is the argument here. And damn, I lost my train of thought I had to take. But I'll come back to me, Dini. What you got to say about the situation? That shit, I had it and I lost it.
You get it back. Good brother. A lot transpired here. A lot went down over the weekend since this shit started. You know, like the thing that I really want to talk about and cover is the fact that this is even a battle. You get what I'm saying? Like we've spent years talking about you a singing nigga. You don't write your raps. This, that, and the third. Yet this is considered a prime level battle. So at some point somewhere, somebody respects Drake's pen. You get what I'm saying? Somebody respects his lyrical ability for the lyricist of lyricists to come out and feel like it's even worth going 5 records with. Something about that in of itself for how much we've dogged Drake in the past. I always say when he gets busy, though, he gets busy. Me personally, I got it 2-3. I got Drake up. Shout out to Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? I think he's been doing great things, but a lot of these songs are like, they kind of mixy. Like shout out to the joint Drake just dropped. That's probably the most direct, like real rap record we've got out of this entire thing. And I feel like that's getting extremely downplayed on fucking Family Matters smokes Meet the Grams. But the way Kendrick strategically dropped it, it took all the life out of that record, bro. That might be overall the best record.
Carry on, but now that I remember the take, we're gonna talk about it. But carry on.
I mean, it took a lot of life out of the room, and it's same thing with the shit with the auto tune. I feel like those tracks had like bars that went over a lot of heads. If you sit down and really get past the fucking auto tune or the Tupac and though there were bars, bro. Like in a lot of ways, I felt like Drake was the nigga who was really barring. You get what I'm saying? Kendrick was rapping. Don't get me wrong, he was barring too, but a lot of it was like, slut, right. It was too.
I got it. I
got you, John. Just 2 more seconds.
It was too artsy for you. It was
don't give me that's artsy.
I got it.
Don't get me wrong. Like Drake did his crooning shit, and I subtracted some points for that too. If he just spit that the way that was supposed to be rapped, if that had like a timestamp rap on it, the way the Hard Part 6 did, we'd be having a totally different conversation.
I feel like a lot of people. Go ahead.
Now, go ahead, John.
I feel like
I'll jump in after that.
I feel like a lot of people just don't like Kendrick's voice. If you don't like Kendrick's voice and his delivery, just say that. But like,
bro, that's not
the voice. It's not his regular voice. If he had his regular voice, it'd be cool.
I need Diddy to explain that what it is that was wrong with
not gonna run.
It's I didn't think it was necessary for the kind of battle. The same way I didn't think the crooner was necessary for the battle.
Hear me out. I think that the framing of this argument is not even like it's not efficient. We're putting one over the other, but we're not saying the thing here. They both performed at a high level.
No question.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that needs to be said here. Like we not to say put one over the other. Like nah. And it's like this whole somebody gets some silly shit about East Coast people love Kendrick. Boy, girl, whoever you are, shut up. You know how much East Coast niggas love Kendrick? Are you kidding me?
Love Kendrick.
Are you ridiculous? Anyway, I think like my main takeaway before I let Long on, and now I remember the point. Tariq says pick a side. No, I love rap. I'm on the side of rap tonight. I keep telling y'all, the only time I'm picking a side is when Pusha T come outside. If he don't come outside, I'm not choosing a side. I think that why a lot of people, for me, are choosing Kendrick beyond the PDF scenarios and those allegations that we really can't prove on either side. The wife beating allegations that we can't prove on that side as well. I think, to use a boxing reference, since Gaps don't like basketball references, Kenny was the better technical fighter in the rounds that mattered the most. I don't think that Drake performed well. And this was the argument I was telling Mace on Saturday. Mace is rolling his eyes already. I'm sorry, Mace, but I gotta say it.
Yo, we was going at it about this, bro.
I feel like if we had two high-level technical fighters, but somebody had a poor approach. Meanwhile, the other guy came into that ring with a plan, and he executed his plan. He let this fool punch himself out early, And then around the 4th or the 5th round, beep, pop. Oh, then around the 8th round, Drake realized he was in the fight. But by that point, it was too late. Because Family Matters, Dini made a point. My favorite song of the weekend individually is Family Matters. But I'm going to say it again. You cannot croon to a nigga who's trying to stab you. Everything he said to Family Matters to me, like he was punching Kendrick. But do I want to hear him sing to this guy? While this guy is saying you a bitch and telling you your son, when you turn 18, come to the West Coast, we'll show you how to be a real man. You know what I'm saying? One person performed at a higher level.
But let's be accurate though, because he dropped that before he started talking to Adonis.
No, I'm not saying it in the order. What I'm saying is that's the approach.
Right.
Kendrick was serious. Kendrick was serious at every stop. He was serious.
We don't talk about the Drake jabs towards Kenny's son. Those are powerful.
He never played with Drake. Drake kept fucking playing. That's the side.
If Drake didn't take him seriously enough, he really didn't. You could tell that by the approach. He did not take him seriously. Even to the last, and even Elliot, shouts to Elliot, he was on. I think he was on Ott saying that I think he said he picked Kenny in this battle because.
Let's get low in
all the way to the Hard Part 6. Drake was still approaching it like he's not taking Kendrick seriously, like he's talking down to him, and he outfought him and outclassed him the whole time. So how are you still trying to talk down to him? It's crazy.
Like after Euphoria drops, you can't drop Family Matters that way. Re-record that fucking verse and rap that shit. And we're having a completely different conversation. Low key, what's good? I know your mentions have been hectic this weekend, but at the same time, you got what you wanted. You got the action that I feel like we all deserved. Where are you at on this Monday after all the dust has presumably settled?
First and foremost, thank you guys for having me in this conversation.
Absolutely.
You guys have been covering this shit very, very well. You guys have been on the pulse. You guys have been very objective, very honest, So I got to salute everybody in here one time for the rap roundtable. And thank you for having me on. Second, when you look at everything that's transpired, when you look at everything that's happened, all the releases and the shots, the jabs, the allegations, the accusations, all that shit, you got to understand this, right? The two fan bases have already picked their side.
Yes.
No matter what record you dropped, no matter what it said, no matter when it was dropped, whether it was a video or this, that, and the third, whether it's on DPSs and this, that, Drake fans have already chosen their king. Kendrick fans have already chosen their king, right? A lot of things are getting overlooked, overshadowed, and overclouded. Right? And we got to blame the two of them niggas for that because they're not giving us time to sit with shit. Right? So, like, do we know are the pedophile charges or accusations real? No, we don't. Do we know the abuse charges are real? No, we don't. Do we know the whole Dave Free thing is a real situation? No, we don't. Do we know if there's a mole or a snitch in the OVO camp?
Oh, somebody pushed the button.
the OVO camp.
Lay off from Orbs. We got this.
Hold on, Lo. We gotta let you come up. Yo, Law gotta come back on. Yeah, he don't even know we can't hear him. And I mean,
interesting takes by Lo so far.
How do you feel about him in this super objective? Can you prove it scenario, Sincere?
No, I absolutely agree with that stance that there's a lot of allegations being lobbed in both directions that we are just not. I mean, unless at some point as time goes on, some things might come to light. We don't know. But as of this moment, there's no way to substantiate anything, right? So the Drake having a secret daughter, that sounds crazy. You know what I mean? Kendrick beating his wife, I don't know. You know what I mean? Sounds a little crazy, right? Dave Free being the father of one of Kendrick's children, which again, to me, that's one of the more superfluous allegations.
There go that word.
Why is this being brought up in the battle? I don't know, but sure, if we want to talk about it, we have no way of
there's Wilson.
No, I'm just saying I don't understand the angle.
You know how niggas give it up when they rapping?
Nah, we got 1,300 votes and 87% says yes, Kendrick won. There ain't nothing else like it's the Coliseum.
But
let me get my thumb in the shot.
The Coliseum. Here's my thing. The things that I think are sticking the most as I scour the landscape out there is one, again, Drake has questionable interactions with younger women. And second, we all know that Drake has been going around colonizing motherfucking sounds all over the map, everywhere, from West Indian sounds, the UK sounds, Atlanta sounds. He's been doing all of that. You know what I mean?
Kendrick has benefited from that.
I feel like niggas ain't talking about that colonizer shit enough. They were talking about the A minor, and I was stuck on colonizer. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, right. Now here's the thing. Like, so this is why I love Like That. Not Like That, because it's a bop. It played in the club, but when you listen to that last verse, Kendrick, like the way he broke that shit down, he smoked, bro, on that last verse, bro. He smoked them. And again, Kendrick has this ability to break things down to the molecules, right? And that's exactly what he did when he's talking about how, you know what I mean? Future got him in the club. He got his lingo from Lil Baby. You know what I mean? Young Thug helped him out with his image too. Like, so those are the points that are sticking out to me. And again, for that reason, again, trying to be as unbiased as possible, even though I'm a Kendrick fan, because the Hard Part 6 again was a dope record. But the points Kendrick was making on that last song, plus motherfuckers was rocking to it in the clubs.
Oh, see, nah, we not no, not a club Madison. Not a club
allegedly.
I always said the club matters. I always said the club matters. What are you talking about?
They still calling me an idiot right now in the chat for saying that Kendrick needed a better beat. They still saying that to me.
When we first started talking about this shit,
listen to me real quick. No, I gotta address this.
Hold on. That Not Like Us spoke specifically to Drake. My fault. That record spoke specifically to Drake saying that Kendrick can't make, one of those back-to-backs or the push-ups, whatever the case is. It spoke to him.
Exactly.
It spoke to the art. It spoke to the fans that know Kendrick doesn't do those records. It spoke to the people on the West Coast, from the DJs to the YGs to, the Top Dog, Punch, it spoke to them because that is a West Coast sounding to the T, authentic, genuine, cut from that cloth. That it spoke to them. And what Kendrick did with Not Like Us was he put literally the West Coast on his back against one of the best in this generation and of all time, against the wall, right? Drake is known for making those bops. We heard Back to Back, Grammy club record, one of the biggest joints he's ever made. Push-ups, biggest, not biggest, but it's a record in that same scheme. Kendrick is coming out with, the Euphorias, the 616s, the Meet the Grams. He's coming out with scathing joints and just adding at his head. He got Mustard out of hiding. And now the West Coast, not to say they weren't unified, but now they're really, really unified. Our nigga is better than that nigga.
Right.
And now I'm showing you in different schemes and different lights of why this nigga's better. You know what I'm saying? So I think that move was so unexpected. That move was so calculated. That move was so perfect. Cause it's nigga, I didn't did all these records beforehand. And now here I come with this banger. And now y'all playing that shit 24 minutes after it came out. No slight against Drake. Not really hearing push-ups in the club. Not really hearing.
Talk about it.
Family, I'm not hearing that.
Yeah, he muted him. That's really what happened. Yeah, and that's what I was saying about the whole performance thing. Like every move he made, he being Kendrick, was just well timed, well placed, well positioned. It's just like from that argument is I can't argue against Kendrick from that perspective. But go ahead, Sam.
No, I just wanted to address the pushback that I was getting before Lo went on. I've said on this podcast, on our show, on Wax, numerous times, the club matters, right? When people try to discount Jay-Z because he was making club songs, I always come to Ho's defense. Like, yo, I know, the Nas Jay-Z thing is going to go on to the end of time. I know I'm a Nas fan, but let's not discount what Jay-Z did in the club. I've always supported artists and songs that are able to make things for the club, but can also get busy on the mic. And that's what Jay-Z used to do. This is what Kendrick was doing over the weekend. He was proving, all right, y'all going to put me in this corner? Like, I'm only a lyricist. I'm only a conscious rapper. All right, bet. I'm going to get on this guy's head, and it's going to be bumping in the club. Pause. And it's going to be bumping in the club heavy, and you're not going to hear no Drake record bumping like this right now.
But see, the thing is, it's okay because like Mustard was in Vegas this past weekend and playing a bunch of Drake records. Metro, I forgot where Metro was at when he was playing a bunch of Drake records. Like, we have to understand that Drake moves the needle, right? Drake is the needle. You know what I'm saying? So it's like and that's okay. Like, we're not saying that this nigga's career is over. We're not saying this nigga is not capable of making those records. All Kendrick did was like, okay, y'all think I can't, but here's why I can, and I'm doing it in a pivotal moment.
But who didn't think Kendrick could make a bop though?
A lot of people.
A lot of people.
A lot of people. Like, we're not gonna.
I feel like you one of those people.
I'm not gonna be here being oblivious and like.
I wouldn't say that, bro. Come on, man.
A lot. No.
Don't let that bad Mr. Mid album.
Nah, let's not scream.
I'm not crazy,
scream over
bro.
each other. Let's not scream over each other.
Copy, you're right, Macito. Nah, definitely fuck with joints. He got joints, bro. He's been a part of a lot of good records. You get what that's not the point. But I'm saying if you're gonna give that same props to for Hov for basically running the club, how you don't get at the Drake, bro, who's literally been dominating this shit for like the last 15 years, my nigga, and still raps.
I tell you exactly why. Actually, I don't have to tell you why. Kendrick told you why on Euphoria. Kendrick told you why on Not Like That. It's the cosplayer colonizer vibes. I've been said it over and over again. I just tweeted it the other day again from a broadcast we did back in January. I've never, but like when I talk about frequencies, I've never vibed with Drake's frequency. I just have not. There's something about him, and I'll go as far as this.
I seen your I seen your shoulders move, bro. I seen your shoulders move.
Hold on. And I've said that there are a lot of Drake songs that a lot is
fire. Say it, fire.
There are a number of Drake songs that I enjoy. One of my favorites, so I'll play Lord Knows with Rick Ross. Just Blaze on the Beat. That shit is phenomenal. Crazy. That's one of my favorite songs. I play that song all day, every day, right? But I'm gonna keep it a buck. I went back to Family Matters today. And that second verse, that middle verse, where Jarvis talking on Saturday, how like that middle verse he was going in. One, the bars were not really directed at Kendrick, but second, I'm listening to it again and I'm like, this feels like CJ. Y'all know CJ because they had the drilly beat. Yeah, him. That's what I heard.
You hear this? You hear this guy, man?
I'm like, I hear CJ right now.
DJ?
Yo,
yes, yes, really. Really? That's what I heard. I'm telling you.
I'll say this. Yo,
this sounds like a CJ record.
I'll say this. And Lo, I think you could even comment on this as well, Lo. I think Kendrick might be a big fan of battle rap because the colonizer angle, it works on both sides, right? Because Drake fans, they put up a bunch of clips of people like Young Thug and people like 21 Savage saying Drake actually helped exposed them to other audience, exposed them to something else. But what Kendrick did is he did what a battle rapper does. He worked the angle.
Wait,
Everybody know if
Mace.
you're going against
He
Tay
said that
Rock,
Family
you
Matters.
gonna bring him up big.
He said Family Matters
What's
sounds
that?
a CJ record.
Yeah, the middle verse.
The
That's what he
middle
said.
part.
That's what he
Same
said.
difference.
That's what he said.
Go ahead,
That's
Mace.
what he
Carry
said.
on.
But
Carry on.
I'll say, hold on, Sid.
He
I'll
sounded
say
like
he
CJ.
worked it.
I'm
Nah,
telling
He
you.
worked it like
Listen to the flow. Listen to the flow.
No,
He sounded
no,
like
On
CJ.
do not.
Dangerous Like Us,
I
Kenny
want
sounds
to
like
hear from
YG.
Mace. I don't want to hear from Sid anymore. I want to hear from Mace.
but he did what a battle rapper does. He worked the angle. The colonizer thing is an angle. It worked over Drake. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if you're looking at it how a battle rapper would look at it, that Drake's angles quite work on Kendrick as well. Even if people like me think that Drake was rapping better, they think he put out the best song with Family Matters. The you know what I mean? Kendrick, that colonizer angle was a strong one. Not like this was already a bop. And then he worked the colonizer angle. So I feel like he's like the Loaded Lux of the mainstream rap game. How you feel, Lo?
Listen, the one thing we got to take away from this is clearly Kendrick is very, very calculated, right?
Oh,
Battle rappers are very, very calculated.
oh.
They know their opponent 3 steps ahead. The good ones, the Charlie Clips, Easy,
Loaded.
all like them niggas are they think Loaded Lux, they think ahead. That's the big thing about this. Kendrick thought ahead when Drake was like, "Yo, where you at? Where you at? Where you at?" This is what's happening. When Drake was poking at him on social media, making the comments, making the memes, this is what Kendrick was doing.
Oh,
I'm not trying to make a microwave record. I'm not trying to make a microwave response. I'm trying to cut deep into you. I'm trying to cut deep into your crew, and I'm trying to cut deep into you as a person.
yeah.
That's all this is. We've never seen Kendrick in this light. We knew Kendrick had it in him, but if we're
Not all of
being
us. Not
if
all of us, but
okay,
okay.
oh, you're not okay.
Nah, we did because at a certain point we all
Man.
agreed. Nah, we all agreed that Kendrick was the boogeyman. We wanted him to prove it. The argument
Well, yeah,
was
okay, yes.
His
To that
argument, he
point,
don't come outside
yes.
for those bad, but he's outside. You
Now
know?
he's outside. So let me say this also. We got to thank Drake for allowing us to see Kendrick in this light.
Yes. A big round of applause
A
for
big
him.
round of applause for Aubrey for poking at the boogeyman and making him prove why he's the boogeyman. We
and,
got, we
and
got,
that's what I've been saying.
yeah,
Kendrick ain't put out
we got
this amount
six,
of input in a while, so it's a
yeah,
big deal.
we got
Yeah,
6 records in what, 48 hours, 72
crazy,
hours?
Bruh.
crazy.
We couldn't get a record from this. We couldn't get an
Crazy.
album, niggas, in 5 years.
And this is where like I don't want to get on my soapbox, but like I was in the group chat. I'm still in the chat with these dudes, and there's a lot of quote heads, a lot of dude of knowledge type niggas in that group chat, and a lot of them people are the people who rejected Drake when he was making his entry into the league. They didn't like him. They didn't like his music. They didn't like nothing about what he was about. But again, all of the most keynote rap battle moments of the last 8 years, he been in them.
Mm-hmm.
The same dude that you heads don't like, he be the one getting it active. Whether he wins or loses, he the nigga who can't fight. That's always in a fight. That's fair. But again, he's getting it active. And to send that whole shit about he sounded like CJ on the drill part of it. Are you kidding me? Like the drill part of Fan Matters is one of the best moments of the weekend. Are you out of your mind? The
I'm
beat,
just telling you what I heard
the
today.
flow. He picked off 5 niggas. He picked off. You want to let me talk? He picked off 5 niggas on that verse. He ate. Like again, it's like it's this energy to rush and push Drake to the side. Like that man didn't perform. He didn't perform at the person he was supposed to. But he did what he was supposed to do.
See, that's the point right there. I'm glad you brought that up. You acknowledge niggas on push-ups. All right, we got that. Like you have your disdain for Ross, you have your disdain for Future, you have your disdain for Rocky, you have your disdain for The Weeknd. Cool. We know you don't fuck with them. You know you don't like them. All right, bet. From here on out, my nigga, it's gotta be you and Kendrick sitting at that table together.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't want to hear nothing else about any of these other niggas. I don't want to hear nothing else about splits and this, that, and the third, and this, you signed to this label, and nigga, you fat, and bro, all right, cool. That's out the way.
Mm.
So when you get to, if you choose to respond again, if you choose to go to war again, I don't want to hear none of them niggas' names mentioned at all. It's
Yeah.
got to be you and Dot.
Exactly.
Cut all that other shit out. 20 versus 1, and industry hates me. Niggas trying to eliminate. Fuck all that shit, my nigga. That whatever. Your man, the nigga that's sitting across from you, you won't look that nigga in the eye. And Dot is
Yeah.
looking you in the eye every time he gives you something.
Mm.
Every time. Not to say he's not capable of doing it. Not to say he's scared of doing it. But it's like, bro, it's a, and I don't want to hear this tapped out. I'm tired, blah, blah, blah. Like, I mean, you know, the hard part 6 is the most direct thing we got from him towards
Yeah.
Dot.
Yep.
Max.
That's the most direct thing. But Kendrick's last 3 have been at your fucking head top
I felt
in
like he was
numerous
too.
ways.
I felt like Drake was more concerned about the other side of this like battle as far as what's being said in the aftermath of controlling the narrative as opposed to just going in there and taking your win or taking your loss as a man. If he keep running a 1 verse 20, he could say, well, I had to battle 20 niggas, as opposed to saying I specifically lost to Kendrick. He did all of that, and then for the looks of it, he lost to Kendrick anyway. So it's like, where'd you do all of that for? You should have just battled him head up.
And the reason why people are saying he lost is because he's distracted. The energy is not directed at the main opponent or the main objective. You're distracted. So you're trying to get your bars off against Ross. You're trying to get your bars off against Future. You're trying to get your bars off against Metro. You're trying to just address so much when they're not really the important factor. You've been doing this shit with this nigga for 12 years.
Also, you need time, bro. You need time to let the records eat.
I can argue. And the thing is, guys, I understand what y'all saying. I understand completely. But it can't be lost that Kendrick finally pulled up when 20 other niggas pulled up with him. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it might not matter to us as the audience, as the Coliseum. It might not matter to us that 20 people diss Drake. We just want Drake versus Kendrick. But how can we tell Drake as a person? Fuck all them other niggas. He might be pissed off at all of them too. So we can't kind of dictate that. I understand where y'all coming from. But Kendrick had 10. We all saying Kendrick had 10 years, right? He had 10 years, and he came when the whole crew came with him.
They both had 10 years. They both had 10 years.
Bro, Mace, come on, man. Come on. Because he already addressed them.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Address them again? What was the point of that?
If push-ups didn't happen, then that argument's valid. But he already did it on push-ups. So why are you circling back? Nobody don't want to hear from Ross. Nobody
cared about that.
Rap. I mean, let's be clear. Like, Future been chilling since I Still Don't Trust You drop. Like, we've been waiting for you to fight with Kendrick. So why even like waste your time with these other niggas?
Can you send me his number?
Yeah, sure. I got you in a second. You know what I mean?
He spared Future. He spared Future. He dissed everybody that was dissing him back, because I remember the weekend after when when everybody was feeling the Ross diss track, that everybody say, hey, Drake, you not gonna respond to Ross? Everybody said that the weekend when Ross dissed him.
Push-ups dropped. Was anybody looking for him to talk to anybody but Kendrick? Were we looking for him to talk? We a pod. We talk about.
We weren't looking. We weren't looking for it.
Nobody wanted that.
We weren't looking for it.
We wanted him to talk to them just as much as we
can't say that.
Who? What you mean you can't say that? Don't risk your emotions being, you know what I mean? Because you're getting emotional again, bro. Like, you read the internet the same way I read the internet. You know what I'm saying? But you read the internet the same way I read the internet. Was there nobody looking for him to talk to Rose no more? Stop. We don't care about the weekend.
There was no, listen, bro.
I mean, Ross is talking crazy online. You know, he's been indulging in this shit probably more than anyone else.
All right, but listen, the thread, this is very important. The thread, if there's any thread, there's a thread with Drake in The Weeknd. We know that thread. There's a thread with Drake and Future because of their history. Cool. But we're not looking for that competition. We're not looking for that back and forth. Right. I'm not looking for the back and forth with Ross because that just came out of fucking nowhere, right? So we don't know that thread. We don't care about that thread. It's just entertaining because Ross is a funny ass nigga. So let's just keep it like that. The thread, the original thread, is Drake and Kendrick because as all of us in this room are rap fans, rap consumers, rap nerds, rap historians. We watch, we listen, we look, we question, like, yo, what the fuck? Like, is he talking to Kendrick? Or is Kendrick talking to Drake? We're watching. Like, oh, these niggas are talking to each other.
Mm-hmm.
All this extracurricular shit, they just jumping in because it's a moment. Who doesn't want to be part of a moment?
Right.
Right? But
Facts.
the actual moment and the actual thing that we all have to pay attention to and we all want is Drake and Kendrick. All that outside noise is fucking Drake's head up. And to y'all point, it's like, yeah, it's unfair because I gotta address this nigga, I gotta talk to that nigga, I gotta say this, I gotta respond to that, blah, blah, blah. Now that they'll take that off the table, my nigga, because now we in the trenches. This is game 7. You got a minute left in game 7 of the NBA Finals. Who are you directing your shit at? That's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
It's a gift and a curse. Like, yeah, I get it. Drake is the biggest artist. Everybody's gonna come and say this and say that, this and the third. But now you have your opponent, you have your match.
Uh-huh.
You have your do or die moment, which you've been asking for years. Handle it.
And let's be clear, when Euphoria dropped, no one was thinking about what Drake was gonna say to Rick Ross. You know what I mean? At that point, it was like, what you gonna say to Kendrick? And again, to be fair, the third verse of Family Matters is all Kendrick. But that's how you do it? Like, I don't know, Mace. I just feel like he missed the mark.
The hard part 6 should have been that third verse on Family Matters. That's what it should have been. At least the energy of it and the delivery of it. Obviously, the hard part 6, the bars that he was spitting were, reactionary bars.
Response to Not Like Us.
Not Like Us. But I'm saying in terms of like the beat, in terms of the delivery, that's what that should have been. But he was trying to act like Kendrick is not, that important, or Kendrick is not, something to be worried about. And he was sadly mistaken.
The hard part 6 does feel like a timestamp record.
It does, it does. But and I think when I look at everything involved and when I look at how everything's playing out, I do have to say that both of them have a very, very level respect for each other, because we don't get these records if I don't fuck with you or if I don't think you're capable,
or if it doesn't at least seem somewhere on the same level,
right?
Or else it would be
make
pointless.
Sense. And not to throw Joe under the bus, like Joe gave that nigga 4 records in a row.
Nobody cared.
Yeah.
Not that nobody cared.
I love Joe. Nobody cared, bro.
I love Joe. Joe's one of my favorite rappers.
For that specific segment.
People cared.
Drake
Drake
cared enough. Drake gave him a little bar on that.
Drake respects Joe.
But Drake wasn't reacting like this.
True, he ain't crash out.
Right.
He ain't crash out.
Nah.
And that's interesting.
Drake is crashing out because he gives a fuck about Kendrick and he gives a fuck about, like, yo, Drake wants the acceptance of the culture,
the spitters,
the spitters.
That's all.
Right?
That's what this whole thing has been about.
That's
his whole
all
career.
This is about. That's all this is about.
And I feel like if this battle didn't earn it, then I don't know what to tell you. I feel like this nigga was rapping, bro. Like,
it earns it for me. There's a lot of missteps, but the overall perspective of it, he got my respect.
Here's what I'll say to Mace with this situation. This is the best analogy. I've been trying to avoid making that comparison because it's kind of apples to oranges, but the whole Jay and Nas of it all. Let's go to Takeover. Let's go back in time, 2001. Could you imagine if Takeover is what it is, right? And then after he says, ask Nas, he don't want to be Hove. No. And then the beat for Jigga Jigga, that nigga Jigga comes on and he's trying to diss Nas on the club record. That's what Drake did on Family Matters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like at that moment, you build to that crescendo, you have to deliver it the right way. And he shot himself, he cheddar bombed himself in that moment. That's all it is. We
There's
gotta
a couple
accept
moments
that.
like that. Yeah.
I think that analogy is great, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. You kind of got me with that one. But I'll say this: as much as we feel that way, the strategic 10-minute drop after was just as important. I feel like maybe you wouldn't feel that way if Kendrick didn't step right on that. You know what I mean? With such an aggressive record. You know what I mean? Family Matters. If we had a day or two to ride with Family Matters, maybe we would feel different at this point. Kendrick's strategy was impeccable. I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna drop a record called Family Matters, and then 20 minutes later, you give me a record called Meet the Grams.
Yeah.
Come on.
How diabolical is
Crazy.
that?
And then dance on his grave the next day.
And that
My Nick, like how, like what are we doing? What are we
that
talking
matters.
about?
And I feel like
What are we talking about?
Mace coming in here talking about, are we gonna talk about the bars? Like a battle has never.
You didn't
ever,
start
ever
with
in
that.
life,
You didn't start with that, Sin. So I
it's
had
never,
to ask.
ever in life been just about the bars. The bars are very important. The bars matter, but the strategy matters. The way that the songs are delivered matters. The timing matters. The impact matters. Like
That only
everything
matters.
surrounding
That only matters today. That only matters today. That only matters today.
The
It did
impact
not
matters.
matter. It did not matter when Takeover and Ether happened. Not today. It started. It started when when Meek
Yeah.
and Drake got into it because he doubled down
Mm-hmm.
and he made it fun. Right?
What
We
do you
get
mean, like
charged up.
Girl tour, world tour.
Yeah, we get charged up. We get back to back. It's debuted at the OVO Fest. Drake did kind of shift how these situations are being presented because when granted all of us are a little over 35, and we got our disc records through Hot 97. We got our disc records through the mixtapes, Cutmaster C, K Slay, Clue. That's where we got our shit from. And it wasn't a presentation. It was just like, oh shit, the nigga's dissing another nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's how we got it. Now it's being built up to a big presentation and situation. What Kendrick is doing the same thing that we were accustomed to. Here's the record. Here's the record. No talk, no social media campaign, no Instagram memes, no jokes. YouTube link, YouTube link, YouTube link, YouTube link, YouTube link. Do with that what you will.
It's almost like it was a spades hand. He had the two big jokers. He had the two of diamonds, the two of spades. He had everything.
That nigga had if
Yeah,
we're playing
Boston.
Uno, that nigga had 3 draw 4s.
Yes.
Boom, 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 boom. Draw 12,
Yeah.
nigga.
And then waited
Draw
for
12.
to drop your little draw 4 on your draw 2 before you played his
I
hand.
got 3 draw 12, my nigga.
Yeah. Yeah. Lo, we got another guest coming on. You got more time or you got to dip off? I don't want to hold you up.
Nah, I'm gonna slide out. Yeah, I just had to, when you hit me, you was like, yo, we need you on that first segment. I said, say less. I'm right there with you.
My God, we appreciate you.
Low, you
Yo,
good.
appreciate y'all.
Y'all
Niggas are killing this shit. If another one drops, I'm right there with y'all. So y'all niggas stay up. I'll be monitoring the tweets and I'll be seeing if these niggas are gonna be diabolical and drop another one. But right now I'm about to eat some dinner and watch this Knicks game and see what that unfolds.
Let's go Knicks.
I mean, so from one stress to the next, you got Indy, you can catch your flashbacks of Reggie right now. You know what I mean?
Listen, you gotta ask Brunson. Man. You gotta ask Brunson about that. But I'm rooting for the Knicks, and we're gonna see what it is. But I'll catch y'all niggas on the flip.
My God, be good, man.
Bro. Always a pleasure, bro. Be easy.
For one guest to the next, making her return to the rap roundtable. Where the hell have you been? Adrian been getting real aggressive on Instagram with her posts about good old arms. What's going on here? I didn't know that you didn't like all this.
I love to see it.
What's going on?
Adrian, not you too, Adrian.
Yeah,
y'all ain't watching them stories? It's been very aggressive.
I've been from the beginning. I just had to put my little 2 cents in. I didn't say nothing that crazy.
It was crazy though.
Yeah, y'all need to get on TikTok and follow her. She talk a little spicier on there about it.
Crazy.
I don't need your follower base to follow me on TikTok.
Now we don't have those guys. Those guys don't like us anymore. You don't have the current crop are a lot more reasonable
because they come into my comments.
That's a fact.
And that cash shit, and I don't.
That group of people tried to cancel us, so we got them out of here. So you know what I mean? Respectfully. What's good? How you feeling? Are you entertained?
Huh?
Are you entertained?
Yeah. I've been waiting my whole life for this. Like, yeah. Ever since I feel like when Like That dropped, everybody I feel like was already deep in it. And I was kind of like, let's just wait it out. Like this is just a couple bars. Like, let's wait till there's a diss track. Got a diss track, didn't like it. Got another diss track, was kind of underwhelmed. Then we got some diss tracks, and I was like, yeah, this is what I wanted to see. So I'm having the time of my life right now. I got my YouTube notifications on, like I'm ready.
Wow. But I'm really surprised, Adrian. Well, we know you love Griselda. You love the hard raps. But I figured, you go outside, a little Aubrey, come on, you shake your shoulders like you are not anti OVO altogether.
First of all, hold on. Don't let the people think that I'm biased. Well, okay. I'm a little biased.
Oh, okay, because
I'm biased in the sense that I do prefer Kendrick across the board. I do respect Drake for his lane. So I think I can still identify, when he does well. Like, I'm gonna give him his flowers when he deserves it. But rap beef is rap beef. Like, if it's good, it's good. I don't care who it is, actually. But I feel like because there's so much history involved, like, I was gonna be invested regardless.
Consider the rap snob. You have Adri here. I feel like she's been a little. You've been trying to be liberal. She's been very aggressive. I'm seeing the post. I don't care what she says. I'm seeing the post. You basically been outside the embassy saying, "Come outside. We're not gonna jump you." That's how I'm taking it.
I don't know where Mace went. I feel like we need his energy right now because we got me and Adri. Both. Let's keep it a buck, Adri. Let's keep it a buck, Adri. When I see your post, I'm like, I feel like a kindred spirit when I see your post about Drake. I feel like, that's another person that sees what I see in Aubrey's and Aubrey and his angels. You know what I mean? So like you gotta. I want you to be honest. Like, what's your real feelings about Drake?
Overall, and in the context of the
overall, and in this battle.
Overall, like I said, he has a lane, and when he sticks to it, I mean, Kendrick said it best. I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. I think Drake has some amazing records. He has some classics. He can also rap pretty well. Like, he's an above average rapper. My problem with Drake is I feel like he's often in conversations that he doesn't belong. And I think the fact that he gets compared so often to Kendrick and also Cole on like a lyrical level bothers me, which I guess isn't Drake's fault. It's more so, his fans and the OVO sexuals and how they just want to give him 10s for everything.
There it is.
The truth comes out.
But, I mean, he still makes good music. Like, he still raps better than most. I'll give him that. But like, if Drake is, in the top, I'm just throwing out random numbers, 20% of rappers, Kendrick's maybe top 5%. So it's like, I have much more respect as a rapper for Kendrick, but I think they're both very respectable as artists. But if this is a rap battle, talking about rap beef, I'm probably more inclined to side with the person I think is a better rapper. I think being able to make good music is a skill. It's important. It's valuable. Like, we get it. He makes good music. No one can deny that. We're talking about the rapping right now. And there's been very few instances where I think, even at Drake's very best, that he's rapped better than Kendrick. And I think it's only been showcased in this beef.
Wow. So you saying that Kendrick completely cleared Drake this weekend?
More or less, yeah. I think there are some moments where I was like, oh, Drake might have the upper hand, but he always kind of just dropped the ball. Like, the most recent song, I heard it in about like 45 seconds in. I was like, oh, he might have got him this time. And then just kept going. And I was like, I feel like he just slightly misses the mark every time. And
he said, if I did it.
It's I don't know.
That was crazy.
But I mean, it's not over till it's over. I feel a lot of people are already talking about the beef like it's past tense and like, oh, who do you think won? The last diss dropped less than 24 hours ago. It's not over till it's over. So like, there is still a chance that Drake could come back. But I feel like on both sides, I don't want to hear a single diss from either one unless you come with something new and something like substantial. Like, I need proof. I need like a DNA test. I need something that's really hard. Because right now it's just people pointing fingers at each other. Like, you did this. No, I didn't. You did this. It's like,
well, that's what Drake said though. Drake said, if you want to keep rapping, come with the facts. So apparently it's still good to go. It's just, when we get out of the bullshit, we're gonna.
And that's the shit that's been confusing me. So many people saying that Drake waved the white flag, and it's like, where did y'all hear that at? I didn't hear that.
He did say that he
said he was tired of this.
Yeah,
that's not waving the white flag.
I don't say that's giving up, but I don't think he's taking the Kendrick route where he's gonna drop like, I don't think he has 10 in the vault.
I definitely thought I thought Kendrick was gonna drop one more time at least. But it's definitely feeling like in the air, like it feels like this might be over for now. But AG, what do you think about? Tell us about what you think of all the allegations going back and forth.
He did that shit. No, I'm playing. I'm playing, but I'm not. I think in terms of the allegations against Drake, and I think probably you said it. Drake does have like a proven documented history of at least towing the line of doing things that are kind of like we have him on video caught in 4K, like flirting with a 17-year-old on stage, talking about how he would want to feel her breast against him or some shit. Like nobody made that up. Like that's there. That by itself does not make him a pedophile, but like it's more believable that those accusations are true because he has that history. The allegations against Kendrick, I don't know Kendrick. I never met him. So is it possible? Yeah. I mean, if I I gotta be fair. It could be possible, but I don't think that there's anything that Kendrick has really done except that one like Breakfast Club interview mad long ago, and We Cry Together, that could possibly hint that he would be capable of that. But I don't know if I have to choose one to believe. I believe the Drake allegations more because I feel like I've low-key been thinking that about him for a while now. Again, I'm not saying he's a pedophile because we don't have that like concrete evidence, but people have been putting the hashtag surviving Drake hashtag on Twitter for years now. Like this is things that people already been thinking.
Macito, you got any defense over there at the embassy for this? Because it's getting late early.
Hey, as far as the hashtag allegations, when my boy settles a lawsuit the next day, when they started raiding the embassy, you know what I'm saying, like they did to our boy, you know what I'm saying, with the tilde above his name these days, maybe right now it just seems like battle rap. It just reads like battle rap fodder to me. You know what I'm saying? And like Adri said, it's weird because a lot of people said, hey, Twitter wrote Drake's response, but then send me a bunch of Twitter threads about Drake's hashtag allegations. It's like, who got their disses from Twitter? Adri said she's heard that for a long time. Kendrick, as much as we pretend he's not on the net, he got people that listen to things. He knew the angles that were going to work here. So if you were going to work an angle against Drake, then yeah. And that's why I say, despite the music being high on both levels, people are acting like it's a landslide because of narratives, because of, people's belief systems, their morals, you know what I mean, how they feel, you know what I'm saying? So I understand, you know what I mean? That was a wise move by Kendrick, you know what I mean? I know a lot of women felt a certain way about that, you know what I mean? Especially after seeing that video. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's a little crazy.
Let's not act like it's only the narratives that are sticking, because the quotables are sticking too. Like when I think back on this past week, I feel like Kendrick got the most quotables, bro. What is it? The Braves?
Of the battle?
Yes.
Can you start?
Oh,
we're an hour and 12. Let's get with these quotables, please.
What happened?
I said,
now y'all keep talking. Y'all good. I'm just showing them on the screen. Y'all keep cooking. Don't worry about the
quotable bars. I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's get with the quotables.
Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone just handed him a Grammy right now. That was hilarious, bro. Hilarious.
I mean, the song that has those quotables is just the one that you listen to the most. So like, I think
that won't necessarily be the case.
I mean, in this case it is, because I can only name Kendrick quotables because I only run back the Kendrick ones. You know what I mean? I also think because they're better songs. One thing that I think earlier when Sincere said that, the club matters, I think people were getting very stuck on the word club, and that has like a derogatory connotation to it. But like, it's one thing to have the better diss, but like, you still want to make it a good song. And Kendrick has made better songs. Like the overall structure and compositions of the songs have been better, more thought out, like from the production to the flow switches, like across the board, he's making better music and, in my opinion, better disses. So I think that is important. And that's probably what leads to what has more quotables and what more like iconic sayings is like which one you're going to actually listen to more.
Mate, she ruined me, because now when I listen to that Meet the Grands beat with that Alchemist joint, I'm like, yo, he might have a point. It is really hard pressed for me to name, you know what I'm saying, one that's kind of like a level under that beat. That's a really good point you made. I was thinking like, how many like Alchemist beats would I consider like under this? And I couldn't think of too many, bro. Like, it's a very mild beat. You get what I'm saying?
let's not focus on that because the people didn't appreciate that take on Saturday. I don't want to pick that scab
as a song embodiment. It's not. It
don't feel like what it was supposed to do for what he was doing.
Let's not pick that scab tonight, please.
But let me speak on that since Deanie brought that up. You know, I'll say this. It wasn't my type of beat. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, right. You know, I like some more bop to my, you know what I mean? I can't, you know what I mean? I was hating. I'm gonna be honest, I was hating a little bit, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't my type of beat, but I do think that Kendrick's response with Not Like Us was a response to people like me. There's a section of fans like me, like you, Dean, that you know what I'm saying, that production might not favor it. I heard a lot of people that actually loved the production, that felt the haunting, you know what I mean? They felt like it was listening to a horror movie. Yeah. So I'll take that as my stand hat that time. You know what I mean? I was
that you lied on the third or whatever verse. That's one of the biggest moments of this weekend.
I was slandering the God. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Listen, I was team OVO that day. You know what I mean? But I do think Kendrick responded perfectly with Not Like Us, so I can't say nothing. Go ahead.
Can I jump in real quick? And this is something I want to talk about because again, like I always make sure that when these moments happen, to highlight this. There's so many people here, you know, screaming about like glazing and picking sides and objectivity. Being a fan in this situation is the best part. Like, why you want niggas to be objective about their favorite rappers while they in the midst of a battle? I don't understand the logic. You know what I mean? Maybe in a few years we can admit that our favorites lost. But in real time, if Mace ain't wilding for Drake and Sin ain't wilding for Kendrick this weekend of all weekends, then what are they on the air for? You know what I'm saying? Like, choose your favorite rapper, pick your side, pick your tribe, and lock in. Lock in until 5 years from now. I didn't start admitting Hove lost to Nas until I was like in my mid-30s. Are you kidding me? Like, and I still bristle. I still don't want to listen to Ether. I refuse. In fact, I refuse to listen to Ether until this day because we love this shit. So it's like, stop this judging fuck shit that y'all want to be on. Like, we love it, and we're gonna pick a side 10 times out of 10. And when Jay drop again, even if I think it's a half a sub, I'm jumping out the window. Yeah, he talking enough. I'm gonna do it because I'm a fan. Like, let's stop doing this shit. Go ahead, Adrian. You was jumping in.
I agree to an extent, but I think if you can't,
there you go, fan policing. There you go, Adrian the raps now. Go ahead.
If you're just chopping up with friends, then it's like, okay.
Right.
But when you're on like a larger platform or you're trying to speak with some authority, then you have to make a conscious effort to try to remove your bias. Otherwise, you're no different. Like, that isn't like you're no different than any other commentator. And some people just like commentators that just spit their opinions. But I think that's kind of the problem with like a lot of hip hop internet discourse is people lean too much into the opinions, and it's like they ride so hard for whoever it is. Like, that's their father figure. You can't say nothing. Like, you can't say nothing about.
I'm not talking to them people. They weird. We're not talking about them. We're talking about people who just fans.
We've like seen the fans.
Yeah, but I feel like, you know what? In this situation, Kendrick and Drake have such strong fan bases that like there's very few people that are just Kendrick fans or just Drake fans without dick eating. Like, that's the unfortunate part of this specific instance, and that's why it's so fierce and like the conversations are so fiery, is because when artists are that big and people have such strong allegiances to them, it's very hard to like, people can't be just fans. Ideally, maybe I'm tripping. I feel like I'm definitely a fan of Kendrick. He's not one of my favorite rappers. Like, I don't consider him like, one of my favorites. So I feel like I'm able to be more objective in that way because I don't necessarily have like a super strong emotional connection to his music like I do with like MF Doom or Ghostface or something like that.
Right.
Or like Freddie Gibbs. Y'all can't tell me shit about Freddie Gibbs. I don't care. Don't care.
But
if I'm in those, if a conversation about him comes up, I need to acknowledge like, yeah, I probably can't make like a reasonable take on this. So just take that with a grain of salt. I'm really just like stand out right now. And that's
Jalen, that was the point of why we asked her to come on our show to drop facts, silly. I just want to say something real quick because I see Coop in the chat. Much love to Coop, good guy. You know, I rock with you, Coop. But you said fan bases are weird, and you know, we saw that video, Coop, and you talked about beanies, and my good brother Sincere Rap Snob wears a beanie. I don't know. Were you talking to Sincere?
Hey,
Coop? Is he the Kendrick fan with the beanie on that's upsetting you? Let us know on Thursday on Hip Hop Talks, huh? I mean, let me know.
What up, man?
Like Kenny fans who wear beanies. I'm sorry.
I've been battling with the beanie for 3 weeks, man. I know the vibes, man.
This is the first time rap
we go Super Saiyan with the beanie.
This is the first time rap with the shit where I can say I ain't have to fight with Sin too crazy. A little minor scuffles, but nothing too crazy.
Because you know the truth, man. Kenny won that shit.
This is before Kenny did what he did. Kenny performed how he was supposed to perform. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at that. But can we talk about Metro for a second? Metro. What's being lost in all of this madness is that BBL Drizzy beat. That beat kind of fire. The BBL Drizzy challenge.
Crazy.
He told me to make his drums and he shut up and made his drums. So
there you go.
So let me ask Macito. With what happened with Kendrick, right. The BBL Drizzy challenge going viral. Right. How do you suspect Aubrey will come out of the other side of this? Like how does he bounce back? Is there a bouncing back from this situation?
That's very colorful language considering the hashtag here, y'all. But there we go. But I'll say this. Very wise move by Metro. You know what I mean? He shut up and made his drums. Drake already cooked them. Shut up and make them drums is gonna live forever. That's one of the most memorable lines of this thing. Nice. And it is what it is. It's this is a Wild West. If Drake put out, because at this point Metro is paying $10,000 and giving a beat to the winner. If Drake said I got 20 racks in a verse for who's dissing Metro tomorrow, we would have 1 million rappers dissing Metro. It's a cheap and petty way to get above, you know what I mean? We get it, Metro. You losing bad out here, you know what I mean? You made 2 diss albums against somebody. You look crazy. But, it's a smart idea, but Drake could do the same thing tomorrow and Metro will have 1 million people on his head. We ain't worried about it.
Okay, but you could say that about any part of you could literally say that about anything. Oh, he could have done that. Well, he didn't. He didn't do it first. He didn't come up with it. It wasn't his idea. So, in theory, yeah, Drake could have done anything. Drake could have dropped Euphoria, but he didn't.
And what about we got Baylor coming in? Adrian, you mind hanging out with our homie Baylor? He's another Kendrick fan, but he's gonna get very loud. It's gonna get ignorant in here. I don't want to scare you off. You know what I mean? It's gonna get very ignorant in a second. But it's how do we feel about J. Cole after this particular weekend? Does he now look smart?
No.
In getting away, or does he look even crazier in getting away?
Stephen Hawking smart.
He did the right thing. He absolutely did the right thing. He didn't want none of this smoke that's going back and forth. Absolutely not. And shouts to Schoolboy Q for tipping him off. Pause. And talking to him real quick and being like, "Yo, you got to duck out of this shit, man." Because Schoolboy performed at Dreamville Fest, and word is that he pulled him aside and was like, "Yo, let me holler at you real quick. It's about to get real crazy and smoky out here. You don't want no parts of this shit. There's going to be a lot of shit flying back and forth. Just duck out. Just apologize or something." And that's exactly what he did. And I understand it now.
Wait, time out. So you saying time out. So he herbed him and he made him apologize on stage at his own show. That's how I'm reading that.
Pop should apologize, nigga. Just ask.
He didn't have to apologize on the stage. He could have just
he probably didn't. He probably
bring the Lokes to his dressing room.
He probably could have ducked out a different way. That's true.
Nah, bro.
But the ducking out aspect of it, I look at it differently now. You know what I mean?
Adrian,
not in the sense that I'm gonna be like, oh, J. Cole is back in these conversations. J. Cole will never be in these conversations ever again. Let's just be clear about that. For him personally, you know what I mean? As a personal decision for him and his, betterment, I see it. I see the vision.
Adrian, what you saying? Does J. Cole get bailed now after this, or does he look crazier?
I'm not gonna applaud someone for being too scared of a challenge. I don't, and this is the thing, right? People keep they stay with this big 3 thing, right? If we can all, to some extent, collectively agree, Cole and Kendrick are equally yoked, they're in equal competition. what is the excuse for him to not want to at least attempt, or like he did attempt and it was ass, but then to back out because you was scared because someone said like, oh, he's really gonna come hard or you should back out. Like, I mean, I guess on a personal individual level, like, okay, like maybe your mental health, like you couldn't handle it. Like, okay, cool, whatever, I guess. But as a rapper, no, I'm not gonna applaud that shit. Like that's not hip hop to me. But if he wants to make, I mean, I feel like he's at the point in his career where he doesn't necessarily need to keep proving things to us. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I don't necessarily devalue him as an overall artist for that. But I'm not going to applaud him for it. Like, yeah, that was a great decision. Like, no, actually, like you kind of, that's still an L.
Applaud is a strong word. I don't think I'm saying applaud. I'm just saying I wholeheartedly understand, and I don't hold it against him as strongly as I did before, considering where the direction that it went.
Forgiving somebody for being pussy is crazy to me, bro. No, off the hook at all, bro. He's not off the hook. This was a rap battle. This was a rap battle, right? And unless he had some sort of skeletons in the closet that we, oh, J. Cole, good thing you ain't let those out. This was a rap battle. Kendrick Lamar's selling crazy on his next album. Drake is fine. Trust me, Drake next album is gonna be Views Scorpion. Cool. Every time Drake leave a beat, he drop a record, a whole pop album right after. Rick Ross is fine. Metro Boomin, just like we said, Metro Boomin is fine. Future is fine. Nobody really took an L here, man. So congratulating him because he didn't want to get into what he been claiming to want to get into for the last 5 to 7 years. Nah, man, I don't care. Like, no, he still look crazy. He's not getting off the hook. You know what I'm saying? And how she said we thought Kendrick and Cole was equally yoked. We now need to say Drake and Kendrick are equally yoked. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest. Or because Cole didn't have the heart. Cole did not have the heart, bro.
I'm gonna come clean. I'm gonna come clean, Mace. I feel like this story. Before the schoolboy part of it came out, I was already in the mind was like, as messy as this got over the weekend, and Cole not really cut like that, I could understand. Again, I'll never forgive him for pulling the stunt at Dreamville Fest in front of 52,000 of his fans. I would have preferred to throw a little statement out or just gracefully bow out quietly. Yeah. But hearing that Schoolboy Q hollered at him at his own show, then he proceeded to fall back at his own show in front of his own fans. It just reads a little differently to me. Like, the guy said, listen, it's about to get crazy. You don't want to get beat up, so you might want to chill out because we know you're not like that. That's how I'm reading it. And I could be completely wrong. But that's how I'm reading it.
You're not, because if that's the case, that shit is crazy because we all looked at him sideways when he thought he backed out on his own accord. So now you're telling me that niggas told you, yo, sit this out because you might die. And the nigga said, all I remember here, don't you love Kendrick Lamar too? And that shit is an L, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. That shit is a mega L.
He still called us stray from Kenny. Drake is calling him Jermaine in his response. Like, you're not even J. Cole no more. You back to Jermaine like 11, however many years later. Niggas don't respect you yet again. Because when they call your government name, they either don't like you or they don't respect you. So you back to Jermaine. It's looking crazy.
He's back to being that kid in the crowd at the Chappelle Block party.
The next album, my nigga better be bit like pull up on some Lauryn Hill shit with the sandals on. You know what I'm saying? I need this nigga to be complete nature. Like, no nothing. No more bikes. You walk everywhere you go. I need that nigga to be entrenched in the culture of nature, bro.
Hey, but no smoke. I'm about to dip out because Baylor's coming in. So I'm gonna swap out and let BTG cook Beanie. Do not let this man come on our block yet again and wild out. That's all I'm gonna say.
You already know how it goes, man.
We in the order. What we doing? What's the name today? You never been like us. Hey yo, BTG, what's the vibes, God?
Hey, I just wanted to say, man, I really love you.
Hold on, BTG, before you go off, this is Adri BTG. We gotta introduce the company.
Adri, hey, no, you good. And Sin, step to the side real quick. I gotta handle something. Hey, Deanie.
Talk to me.
Hey, I'm gonna do like J. Cole and duck out.
Can you hear? Hey, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, good brother.
Okay. I was just playing, K-Dot. I was just playing.
You sound like the last nigga I know.
Hey man, that's crazy what happened. Like I'm trying to figure out what happened. Friday night, it was just history. But why? But why though?
It was a good battle. You know what
No. What happened Friday?
What happened Friday?
Oh, you don't know? Hey,
No,
Mace, what happened Friday?
Me.
Mace, what happened Friday?
All time diss track Family Matters dropped. I remember that.
Oh, that was not.
I'm not generational. Don't help us niggas.
Hey, so when I heard Family Matters, I was like, oh, this is dope. I started unpacking it, but I didn't get to finish, bro, because something else happened. Something else happened. It was eerie too.
What happened,
it was kind of scary. I'm not gonna play it back. I'm not. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'm not gonna play it back either. That's
ain't that crazy? I think Kendrick fans admit they never want to play.
I ain't gonna play it back.
I'm gonna tell you why. It was kind of spooky, but I'm gonna tell you why I'm not gonna play it back. Because he did what he had to do for the battle. Everything that he did, if this was reversed, y'all would be celebrating right now. It would be over for K-Dot, wouldn't it?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay then. No. You're not. You are not. You are not. You are not K-Dot fan right now. Well, yeah, we're not gonna scream.
Niggas would have said Drake was singing and using weird voices and shit. Niggas would have cooked him, bro.
Really?
OV ho, like we would have cooked Drake for doing some corny shit like that. Let's keep it a bean.
Oh, so why wasn't it corny when he used Pac voice?
As a whole, did I approve of it? No, it wasn't the best idea. But in terms of that battle in that situation, considering that he is the face of the West Coast in terms of music, to use the two biggest West Coast artists of all time to use that I thought it was strategic. I think he had to pull out all the stops because he knows he's dealing with a nigga who really raps, bro. This is not Meek Mill. We got to stop acting like this is Meek Mill he was going against. He's going against Kendrick Lamar.
I didn't say nothing about Meek Mills or the little girl, Bobby. I said
nobody mentioned Bobby except for Joe.
Nobody mentioned Bobby.
I was staying clear of the Stranger Things situation. This is nasty.
They got jokes, man.
Yeah, no, I just want to know what y'all think happened. I'm sorry, I got to the live a little late. What happened?
That's what happened.
Are we speaking about for Friday or for the whole weekend?
Friday is when the history started. I don't care about
Monday though. It's Monday though. Shit happened since Friday.
Friday, Kendrick dropped a vicious diss track that walked on the release of Drake's song. But Kendrick,
can we stop right there?
Let's speak of. Oh, that's what Kendrick fans want to stop because I'm still looking for this daughter. By the way.
The whole song is based on
some 18 different points between all of the diss tracks, and you want to focus on the one thing.
That's the one thing.
That's what lawyers do, Adrian.
Where's the receipts for Drake's allegations? Where's that? And here's my thing. Let me just, Baylor, I'm gonna get back to you real quick. This motherfucker Drake lives on IG, and this motherfucker hops on IG for everything except for showing receipts. What the fuck?
And you know he would. And you know he would.
Receipts of what specifically are y'all asking for?
No.
That he doesn't fuck with young joints. That's what he's supposed to.
Of feeding the information, of planting the items that were on the cover of whatever he's accusing Kendrick of with his wife.
And he called himself a clown.
It's a shorty collection, bro.
Being the real father of one of his kids. Show me one of those things. Just one on IG. You live on IG, my dude. Show me one thing.
Hey, Deanie.
Bella, can I ask you a question, Bella?
Go ahead, Mace. I'm here.
Oh, Bella, I want to ask you a question real quick.
Yeah.
Can we speak about the fact that despite these two gentlemen putting on a hell of a show, to me, for my money, the best battle ever. We'll speak about that later. Can we speak about the fact that Kendrick was winning? You've been here every week, Bella. Kendrick was winning for his silence. Then he was winning for the fact that he had the OVO mole. Then he was winning because he went all out with the diss tracks. Yeah. And now he's winning because apparently Drake got the white flag. Why is Kendrick? Does Kendrick win a different reason every time?
What do you mean?
I thought Drake was spiraling.
No. Adrian got something to say. Go ahead, Adrian.
you saying he's winning for his silence, and I feel like this is a great example of how a lot of people's perception of how the beef is going on and who's winning is based off of the algorithm. Because a lot of people was on Kendrick's ass for not responding fast enough, and Cam and Mace were on his ass for not responding fast enough. Whole time it took what? Less than 2 weeks. Whole time Mace took 13 years to drop the Oracle. Like I don't see. But again, I'm talking about from my perspective. I didn't see nobody praising him for his silence. No one was like, "Yeah, good for him for not dropping." There was like, "When is he gonna drop? Like when is the thing?" So I wouldn't say that it was just like. I do think that people come into the beef with a certain level of extreme level of bias. We talked about this already. People before any diss drop, people made up in their minds who was going to win already, and it's very hard for people to get people out of those biases once they're already in them. But I don't think anyone, like as a whole, like overall, people was applauding Kendrick for every little thing. He was under the light for a little bit,
and
until he proved himself.
Mace, and even if they were, doesn't that say more about Drake's fan base than anything?
How so?
Remember, because everybody all of a sudden turned on him. He never had that fan base, boss. They knew he was corny. They just enjoyed his music. Just leave it at that. Stop putting him up there with the GOATs. You from New York. Stop disrespecting Jay. Stop disrespecting Nas. Y'all created hip hop, and y'all let this clown come in here and have y'all dancing. That's cool. And now he's the GOAT. No, all my guy did is says he's not really that. That's all he said. But y'all want to pick and choose on. Oh, all of a sudden he's getting praised for this, and he's getting. No, we been loved K-Dot. Y'all didn't. No, Jarf, don't do that. No, Jarf, don't do that. Don't do that.
Hold up, is that?
I've been listening the whole time, but
Jarf,
why New York getting blamed for Drake? Drake not even the biggest in our city.
I never said I'm blaming New York. I'm saying when it came to him, it's like look how y'all acting right now. Y'all picking Jar. You gotta mute up. I'm talking to Mason Deanie, bro.
It's crazy. Like you saying, the bias is Glazing has been crazy the whole weekend, bro.
Huh?
This is watch the Grams energy
crazy
right now.
The whole week.
What we do? We ain't said nothing. K-Dot said it. I didn't say it.
K-Dot fans are a loud majority, my nigga. Y'all niggas are some loud niggas.
But why wouldn't be? Y'all been loud for 10 years straight.
20 fan bases against one, so of course everybody was against Drake.
Ross fan base, Metro fan base, Weekend fan base.
I don't want to hear that. Hey, the same
every Kendrick drop.
Hold on, Mace. I'm not gonna let you do that. I'm not gonna let you do that, bro. We are not hearing. We are not seeing the Weekend.
Jar, get them under control. Get them under control right now, Jar.
Now we're not seeing no Rick Ross.
What's going on?
Rick Ross fan base. This has the entire timeline. The entire time has been Kendrick versus Drake. Do not do that, Mace.
Nah, bro. Every time Kendrick drop a song, Ross is online going crazy. Metro online going crazy. There's a lot of resistance. It's a lot of help.
This is a part of the culture. You ain't ever bagged on somebody and somebody else laugh at them.
Of course, but I'm just saying.
Okay, then what you talking about? That means he's not like us. That means he's not like us.
You know what? All I want to say is, had Drake came out victorious, you would have flipped that to he beat all 20 of them. So it's a double-edged sword, you know.
Of course.
You know, but again,
listen.
You said Weekend fans. Okay,
yeah, Mace, go ahead.
No, they matter.
No, I was gonna say even if
fan base.
Listen, even if you know the pundits want to say Drake lost 19 verse and 1 is not bad. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, now it's 19. It's not 20 anymore.
His tone.
Kendrick's the one that got away. Everybody else got smoked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If y'all saying that Kendrick won 19-1 is not bad.
That's not too bad.
Okay. If the battle is not over, how do y'all view it then? Where we at? What quarter are we in? Third quarter?
Fourth quarter. Bella, fourth quarter.
We're trying to see if there's gonna be overtime. That's it.
Wait, so Dina, you said it's tied up?
I'm just seeing if there's going to be an OT. If Kendrick,
no. You can only go into overtime if it's tied up. What is the score, bro?
I had it 3-2. Drake.
All right, again, there is no overtime. I'm gonna pull up this poll again just so we can be all on the same page here, right?
It's like 87.
It is. Hold on. It is 2,973 total votes right now. Do you still think Kendrick won? 87% of the voters said yes. So Dini, I love you, bro.
That was our Rick Ross fans, though.
That 87's been holding for a long time.
You're not about to have us as a podcast. You're not gonna say Dini said it's going to overtime.
The rap round table,
y'all. So I'm gonna make it clear.
Dini said it.
Hey, Dini, at what part do you feel like Drake was losing?
Well, I felt. Let me take a look at my little joint right here because I got it all.
No, you got to look at your notes, bro. We was all there.
Nah, as far as the record drop. So if you take first person shooter to like that, I would go with like that. If you take push-ups to Euphoria, I would go with Euphoria. That's just 2 dubs. But Taylor Made Freestyle, I would go with over 16 LA. Family Matters, I'm going with over Meet the Grams in the heart.
I'm sorry, Taylor Made Freestyle over. Say that again.
16 LA. 616 LA.
I don't believe that you believe that.
He don't believe that.
I feel like that song. People didn't listen to the bar.
You're making that up, bro.
I feel like a lot of
even just happen to hear make believe Pac voice, bro. You just happen to hear some semblance of a Pac voice. That's what. You're not
adding that up, right? You're not adding that up, right,
bro. The bars were hitting. Like you said, you didn't even listen to it like that, Sin. So I can't even trust you on it. The bars were hitting, my nigga. The bars. You gotta listen to the bars.
The bars to draw him out.
Push up.
He came
was
out
down on him.
He did that the whole time, and it fucking cost him, bro.
I gave you Euphoria over push-ups.
Dini, push-ups, right? You got push-ups, right?
No, I got Euphoria over push-ups.
Oh, well then game over.
That's 2.
That's game over, bro. You don't have the first one beating anything.
The first person shooter like that is the respond the first person
shooter.
Shooter.
I don't care about first person shooter. I don't care like that. I'm talking about from 50 push-ups and on.
Push-ups. I gave Euphoria the dub. After that, I think Drake took the joints. It was just straight rapping. Granted, the crew was
straight. It was just straight rapping. It was straight rapping because Kenny took all his antics. That's why he showed up to the party. He showed up to the party. Look.
Song,
he showed up to the. He showed up to the party late. Once K-Dot dropped Meet the Grams, he had to step on something. All he did was step on another knockout blow with the Hard 6. That's all he did. And I think he got that from the timeline.
The Hard Part 6 is the best overall record out of this whole shit. As far as pure bars, it's pure
bars, and he changed his tone, bro. You knew he was done.
He did, nigga. He was rapping on this one.
Didn't he didn't sound frustrated. He didn't sound frustrated to you?
He's not. He's having a battle with one of the greatest hip hop niggas in the industry.
Now he's one of the greatest.
In the industry today, he's one of the greatest niggas doing this.
Hey.
You see, like Baylor, you gotta relax, gang. Like everybody, Kenny, one of them ones be like, don't be in here trying to spin it because we ready for New York, so they already think we don't like Kenny.
I'm just look full court pressure on Dini, bro.
My personal thing, I just think Drake didn't prepare for this like he thought he was dealing with the nigga he was dealing with.
But y'all thought he was this whole time.
I mean, the nigga been kind of invisible. I thought he figured like the nigga would just come in.
I'm just asking the simple question, bro, because y'all kept saying, where does this boogeyman and stuff come from? How do y'all know he's the boogeyman? And we was telling y'all. What makes you think I would lie to you?
The boogeyman has time, and Kendrick has time.
What? You know I've never lied to you, bro, ever. You can trust me. I'm Baylor. I told you that. Jarv, no.
Kendrick Lamar is not the boogeyman. Kendrick Lamar is Brother Muzone, okay?
The most dangerous nigga with a library card.
And you might be right, but guess what? Drake is scared of both of them.
bee pods and bow ties.
What you was about to say, Bella? I know something about Kendrick. What happened?
No, I was just saying, Jarv know. He know better. Look at him.
I didn't think he thought he was gonna wake up to sleeping.
I'm just saying for the fade. That's it. That's all I wanted to see. I just wanted to see.
Mace, tell me how you felt personally every time somebody texts you K-Dot dropped. How did you feel?
Listen, man, I ain't gonna hold you. I was stressed out, man.
Okay, just tell me the truth, man.
We never said he wasn't going crazy. You don't want to admit that Drake went crazy. That's the problem. Okay. We fine over here admitting that Kendrick is, you know what I mean, Wolverine
you're
right
out
of Weapon
now.
X.
You're fine now admitting it.
He had to prove it.
Why?
That's what we saying.
Why? Your guy biggest opponent before K-Dot was me. An emotional
K-Dot
tweeter.
popped out first. K-Dot popped out first.
Here's what I want to say, because I don't want us to end up talking in a circle, right? At the end of the day, like I said before Bill got on here, we all have our biases. We all have the people that we like, the people that we love. Mace chose his side. Billy, you chose your side. You can't hold him accountable for being a Drake fan. How'd that look? Like, he a Drake fan. It is what it is. If Kenny would have lost, we wouldn't have came on here. Oh, why did you think Kendrick would win? Like, you know what I mean? Why shouldn't he?
Why would I say that? Why would I say that?
That's kind of what you're doing right now. Like,
I'm living in reality. What I'm trying to tell y'all is we never believed in your guy. That's it.
All right,
go pick somebody else.
I can understand that.
Mace, if you say K-Dot next opponent is Pusha, then I'm like, all right, we going 7 games.
Nah, they kindred souls now.
You win 7 games. You win 7 games this weekend, Bella. That's the problem. You trying
it must be a 21 game series then. It must be.
No, I think it went 6. I think it went 6, and Drake had game 5 at the crib and lost. It's 4 games to 2. You got push-ups and you got Family Matters. That's it, bro. You out of there. Get out of there, bro. Now go back Tootsie Sawing like you supposed to. Hey, this has nothing to do with your career. But look, we about to like slow it down. Adrian, you got any final thoughts before we let you go?
Like I said earlier, it's not over till it's over. I think another thing people are forgetting is that an important marker of rap beef is how it ages and how it affects people's career moving after. This will probably be a special circumstance because both of them are so huge and mainstream that neither of their careers are going to end necessarily, but it'll be interesting to see if there are any long-term effects. And then we'll really know who won. But Kendrick can reply 2 months from now, 3 months from now. So we'll see.
Adrian, what's your favorite basketball team?
I couldn't name 3 if you asked me to. Like, I don't.
Okay. Just pick one. I make these in all colors. Don't worry. I got you.
Knicks.
It's there. I could definitely do that.
Actually, respect to Big L. I'm gonna go with not the Knicks. Give me Celtics.
Even worse. Bye. Good night.
You having a rough life.
We
Celtics
very soon.
Adrian, appreciate you.
Yes.
Salute.
BTG. One time for the road.
Talk to me. I don't know. We over here celebrating.
Nah, your final thoughts. What's your final thoughts before we wrap this up?
It's over. That's my final thoughts. You want to know? And you want to know why? Because K-Dot put Drake in a situation where it's a lose-lose situation. Drake has too much money behind him. Those companies is looking at it like, bro, we got to stop the bleeding. We don't need this. Because if this continues to go on, we can't represent. We can't do business with you, and that's a fact. And look, for all y'all out there saying, well, where's the evidence and where's the proof at? Where's the receipts? I don't care if neither one of them niggas is lying or telling the truth. The battle was about the impact. The battle was about the strategy. K-Dot killed him and all of that. So whatever records you like, that's cool. Whatever records I like, that's cool. But it was about the strategy. Okay. And he killed him on that one. That's all that is. Nobody said he wasn't lyrical enough to
for the sake of clarity, what you're saying is this was not a lyrical battle?
That's subjective because y'all saying that push-ups and Family Matters was the most lyrical tracks in the beat.
Who the fuck said push-ups was lyrical?
I'm asking the question. I'm asking the question.
Answer platitudes out there now, bro.
Answer the question. Which one? What was lyrical?
You've been on the show with us. Why are you even asking us that? Like nobody said that on this show, bro.
So
Family Matters.
Not push-ups. Family Matters in the heart, not push-ups.
So those who are the most lyrical ones.
Yeah, I think so.
So by y'all, so that means K-Dot doesn't have no lyrical.
No one said that.
I'm asking.
The most lyrical out of the bunch.
Euphoria was a monster lyrically.
Yeah.
Euphoria went crazy lyrically to me.
And I'm Not Like Us definitely has some bars on it. You know what I'm
saying?
Yeah.
Not Like Us.
Hold on. I need to understand. For the record,
saying?
Family Batters lyrically, Family Batters was better than Euphoria.
Same level. I prefer my side because I'm a Drake fan, but they're the same level.
I'm going with Family Matters.
I think Family Matters.
All right.
I think Family Matters.
Which record is going to last longer?
That's crazy.
Euphoria is probably the most disrespectful out of the bunch.
The last one.
No, Meet the Grams is probably the most disrespectful.
Not Like Us is going to be Drake's Nightmare. That song
Not
is
Like
going
Us
anywhere.
Is the one, honestly.
Okay.
And that's crazy for me to say, but the more I listen to it, Not Like That is a monster.
It knocks. It knocks crazy.
Not Like Us.
Hey, fellas, I love y'all as always.
Like
I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna
Yo,
get
you
up.
already
out
know,
of here.
Baylor.
But I'm gonna tell you, it is 4 games to 2. I think Kenny stole. I think Kenny stole the game from Canada when he dropped
game 5. When Family Matters dropped, that was game 5, and Drake lost at the crib.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was a smart move.
Much love as always. You know, although we think it's done, you are welcome to come and slap box every Monday if you're available, sir.
I'm about to go do some push-ups, man. I just feel like
y'all been feeling 50?
Yeah, I might as well go do 50,
my Baylor.
And the
BTG, my God.
Y'all about to, is that
Hey, Baylor got discipline.
Hey, you freaky ass nigga. You a 69 guy. You crazy. Let me go out of here.
This thing is out of line.
Jizzle. All right. We've gone to the super chat portion. We about to get off the air. We know the playoff games are on, and there's a lot of them. So I'm just gonna read. We're gonna do our usual rotation. You know, just read them. Salute the person who spent their money, and let's keep it moving so we can get up out of here. So I'll start it off. We done lost Mace again. Mace really upset tonight, I guess. Christopher the Conqueror says K.1 can't beat Twitter, LOL. But if you're being honest, Family Matters the hardest track to come out of this beef. That's where I'm at with that. I really love. That's my favorite song. Yeah. Not that favorite diss. Favorite song. Be clear. Next one is to say the rap snob.
Yeah. I am Ryu. 75% to 80% disagree with you, Mace. Take the L and go. It's over. Well, it looks like he went.
Yeah, he took it. Salute to you, right? Mitchell Norris, Drake rapped better. Didn't rebuttal anything.
Okay, I guess. Oh, we got Mace back after he was popping our shit. Macito back right in time. And this is your super chat right here, Mace. We're just gonna read it. We're not responding, we just reading it so we can get through it.
What you listen to, Drake? Drake, mute it.
No, you good.
You good now. You changed headphones. That's what happened.
You muted again.
What you listen to?
All right. You are what you listen to. Drake fans delusional. Kenny killed everyone with just thumbnails, let alone better bars. Sincere, you up next.
Derek Matthews, what does this do to Kenny's legacy MC status? It solidifies them even more.
Yeah.
If it needed more solidification. No. But that's a good question because like we've talked here about like this is the one thing that's kind of missing from his resume is the battle.
Sam, we're gonna save that for another pod. That's a whole pod topic. We got Derek Matthews, TJ, don't add up. It took a full day to respond. And who would send a false info to an enemy, putting Peter on their own rep? That's a good point right there, TJ. Great point.
Salute.
I'm gonna take this one right here only because it's home team. Concrete Boy Chris, aka the intern, aka Channel 22. Definitely people hate Drake more than anything. I mean, we seen it in real time. Do you need to balance? This one is yours.
36 Chambers, the homie. What's up, dogs? Like that, push-ups, tailor-made, Euphoria, 616 LA, Family Matters, Meet the Grams, Not Like Us, Hard Part 6, all in 6 weeks. That's 9 tracks, 6 in the past 6 days. 2024, great year for hip-hop fans. Absolutely, good brother. Absolutely. Salute to you.
Macito, you good? You're not good. I am Royale. It's called Impact. Watch battle rap. With a professional battle rappers, Impact wins. Pop ass music won't win this. It's tactics. Drake can't do it, and that's what I was saying. Like his approach wasn't the right one for the situation. Go ahead, Sam.
Mike H. With the $5 holler. May 3rd, best night in hip hop since '95 Source Awards. Family Matters fire. Best Drake has sounded in years. He was up for 20 minutes. Yep, for 20 minutes. That's all he had.
True story. Next one in, Christopher the Conqueror, Dini the Balance.
The homie Chris. Go to any Twitter comment section. The bias is obvious. Yeah, it's hectic online, man. Salute.
Let's try Mace one more time.
Or not. I'll take it. Tariq NYC, $4.99. Derek, sorry, what? Kendrick won on bars, narrative, public opinion, and comment. Where did Drake win? Family Matters was his best, but Kendrick stepped on it immediately.
Yeah, he did.
I agree 100%.
He really did. Salute to you, Tyreek.
Adriel Green with this was his piece. Mace being objective, jaw spitting. The biases are nasty. Kendrick got to address stuff just like Drake did. This is very much still an active, close battle. The scorecard status in late rounds. I mean, I kind of feel the same way, but I got Kendrick ahead. I think Kendrick is the only person who scored a clean knockdown in this fight. But I don't think it's like super unanimous. But Drake failed. Both things can be true. He failed to perform, and he got knocked down in this fight. It is what it is. I feel like Teddy Atlas right now and shit. Dini, this one's for you.
Emmanuel Johnson, salute to the homie. The weekend of May 3rd, 2024 will forever be cemented in hip-hop history. So, yes, indeed. We're here for it, man. We lived it. We're living it. You dig?
This hop is crazy. I like it.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you good, bro.
All right, this from Cam Porter. What is this, a 3v1? Both dropped dope records, but K. Dot up. People said everything in Ether wasn't facts, but Nas still got the W2. Good point, Cam Porter. Appreciate it.
I mean, some of the best parts of rap disses are the lies. So it is what it is. Sin, this is yours.
I am Ryu. Take the daughter Ish out, and he still wins. Stop. Exactly.
There you go. Dini, this is yours. Now we're gonna run the rotation.
Ryu back at it again, back to back. It's crazy. Whole chat agrees with Sin, more y'all. Yeah.
It's a lot of
the poll. Let us know.
Facts. Yes. They love Kenny.
That's you, Mace.
This from I Crook. It's a verb. Nobody wants a back and forth with lukewarm water. If it's hot, it's probably tea. If it's cold, it's quite refreshing. Drake dropped facts. Kendrick was window dressing. Salute. I Crook. Sound like we on the same side over here. Like that guy.
Salute. Thank you for the super chat. I am Ryu says, yeah, they said vote him off. I don't know what he was responding to, but it must have been something crazy. Sin, this is you.
Yeah, Newbie TV. Are we going to ignore Rick Ross trying to step on push-ups? Kendrick hasn't controlled this by himself.
Got help.
You covered it all tonight.
A little bit.
Don Concast. When Drake wanted to switch from Mike to Prince on Family Matters, I knew Kendrick had him shook. It was an identity crisis. Supposedly he's in a lot of identity crisis. Salute to you, Tom.
Oh, man. From the homie Mad Max, OVO Max, Kung Fu Kenny practicing karate on his BM and never addressed it. Listen, I don't know if he ever will.
Unless you did. That should sound even harder on the second go.
Mike H with a super chat. Meet the Grams will go down as an all-time diss record, concept record within the beef while talking to his family. Nasty work. Only raised his voice at Drake. When I heard the opening bar, I knew. And that's the thing against strategy. You could say you weren't entertained, but boy, the whole family, both your parents, your child, and your alleged daughter. That's great. That was the knockdown for me. That's the knockdown.
Maybe the most disrespectful record.
It's Meet the Grams
out of the bunch.
And the thing is, when you think about like the opposite ends of the spectrum, because like Drake went full, like he bought a van and crushed it, and he did a whole video, like put a whole budget behind it, and Kendrick just, dropped some shit like 5 minutes after on YouTube.
That was when
with the most basic beat out of the whole thing.
That was when Marquez caught Pacquiao. He ain't even know it was coming. He didn't see the punch.
See it. Yeah.
This day he said, "I never saw the punch."
Down.
I think who's this for? This is for you, Sin.
Yeah, 36 Chambers. Kendrick gave up all streaming copyright for the diss tracks. I feel like we read this one too. We talk about money.
Yeah, we read
maybe
these.
we made a few dollars on Poetic Justice, but he isn't on the battle tracks directly, and that's important here.
Let me know. Did you see this one too from Devin Braxton?
They have receipts for Drake predatory behavior. Sheesh.
Well, there you go. Didn't read it.
From Newbie TV, why is Drake deleting the TaylorMade Freestyler L, but Kendrick deleting 616 not considered an L?
He didn't delete it.
He didn't delete it. People think that he deleted it because it's not on YouTube, and it was never on YouTube. I had to respond to somebody else saying that on Twitter that it wasn't on YouTube when it was never on YouTube. It was always only on Instagram. So it's still up there. So
come on, guys. Rudy G says, I tricked you and fed you lies versus you a predator. Out Drake. I don't know. Out Drake in a tough place. I guess he meant ouch.
He meant
put Drake.
Oh, okay.
Put Drake in a tough place.
Yeah, Drake. He really checkmated himself in a lot of ways. This is like a bad showing. Antoine Jackson, appreciate the $2 holler. Salute to you, family. Mad Max, this is for you, son.
All right. Meet the Grams says Mama Part 2. With lies. Why we
Tracy G read this? Yeah, you did. Jadorian, honor and respect. They not like us. Take skill to make such serious content. A street banger takes talent that not everyone has. If you look at this artistically, yeah, man, he flexed.
Facts.
He basically it felt like a victory song to me. You know, Dini, this is yours.
The Tribe won. Drake is losing because of the internet. It's a bad take. Drake is a bigger artist. What Kendrick is talking about in Euphoria is why it feels like that, huh? Not just me. This is what the culture's feeling. Yeah. Yeah. They fucking with it.
They see it though.
This from GOJ. This whole Drake fed K.info was cap. DAJ Academics gave Drake that narrative. Hey, GOJ, it's all about who you believe in this at this point, right? We don't have proof of anything.
Christopher the Conqueror back again. Drake lost on Twitter. Not in rap if you're being for real. That is a whole fact.
Hey,
sincere.
Listen.
All right, Victor Perez. The I'm So Famous I Would Have Been Caught By Now didn't work for Cosby or Diddy or Kells or Weinstein. Don't know what Drake is thinking. Talk about it.
All people who have had women come out against them in public. People, let's remember that.
Yeah.
Rafael Rodriguez, Dini.
Peace, fellas. Anthems like Not Like Us got strangers dancing with each other in drive-thrus, parking lots, in the streets, etc. K-Dot is moving the crowd, uniting people. Much love to RTT. Yo, salute to you. And I can't lie, like the way it is, especially the West Coast, is kind of diabolical.
Well, I just heard it this morning on my walk. I was walking my dog. A couple kids was sitting on the bench. They was bumping it.
It's a bop, bro.
Yeah, man.
Mace, that's yours.
Mace.
It's from Tariq. I got the small screen. Tariq said the PDF response is he would have been arrested by now if it was true. He fed K-Dot false info, then said whoever gave him those stories is a clown. Tariq don't believe it.
That's crazy. LP with a super chat. Shout out LP. Much love. What hurt Drake is he's too exposed on the internet and it worked against him. He got on the defensive, so even if the con didn't hit like it should. All right, that's a fact. A lot of good points here. Humble bragger.
Humble bragger. Drake is capping. If he baited K-Dot with false info, then why didn't he say it on Friday night after Meet the Grams? That's a fact. Why did he wait 2 whole days?
Mike H said missed my first Super Bowl. We're running through it right now. Go ahead, Dini.
Zone fanfic. Kendrick is global with range and bars. Only using the force of the West. Drake needs to beat all 10 plus legitimately allegations you can on YouTube.
That's crazy.
From Devin Braxton, you can't respect Drake pen when he has ghostwriter credits on his disses. Hey, I checked the credits. I didn't see anybody else on there.
Cam Porter, what's this? A 3v1? Both dropped over records. We read this already. Yeah, we did. We did. For Drake to name his song Family Matters and Dot already had Meet the Grams ready for a response, this is proof that there's obviously someone at OVO working for Dot. I mean, quite possible.
Yeah.
Listen, you keep getting mad,
I always get mad,
Maxie.
Kenny putting gin in his juice, acting like he Bishop from Juice, but we know what he actually like women with the complexion of Mike.
He cooked. Great cook. He just sang it.
Yeah.
Bad execution.
We get it. We got it.
It's from you, Dean, I think.
That's from me, Coach C4. Salute to you. Family Matters was the best diss put out. Don't care about strategy. Drake brought heat. A lot of people gave Kendrick the win before the battle started. That's a fact. That sneak of Meet the Grams took a lot of air out the room, man.
And that's what I keep trying to say. Even in that group chat, all of them they made their decision, and then they want to make it seem like they're being objective. They had already decided, bro. That's
the show. Yeah.
To be honest, we got to be honest. The Concast, appreciate the next super chat, brother. Dot battling for the lack of respect for Drake Penn. That's one way to look at it.
Neil Springer says Deanie doing his best act impersonation. Orbs down by 69 is crazy.
Salute, Neil.
36 with a dub. Go ahead, Seth.
36 Chambers like that. 7-minute drill, push-ups, tailor-made, Euphoria. 6. I think we read this one. 616 in LA. Family Matters, Meet the Grams. Not Like Us, Part 6. 10 tracks, 6 weeks, 6 of them in 6 days. This is the big win for hip hop fans in 2024. Absolutely.
Salute, Chambers. I am Aboriginal. Did he just say Drake's pen? Pause. Yeah. Hectic.
From Stephen Bender, Drake started off by telling K-Dot to drop, and now saying he don't care if he dropped 10 more songs. What are we talking about? Bender, you know what I mean? Us at the OVO headquarters, we don't mention that, okay?
KB says Deanie trying to get fitted for his OVO Letterman jackets.
I'll take one though. Them shits are fire. Salute.
He's already fitted though.
Them shits are fire. Jeff Hammies.
I am Aboriginal. Only delusional people think Drake won. It's a little strongly worded, but I might
believe him, Sam.
Be inclined to agree. A little bit.
Viral City, salute. Breaking news. Drake hires woman beater, trafficker, Google Baka. Not nice case for the fans. This is who K-Dot was referring to. Yeah, I heard that. That was in the news. I remember that one.
Channel 22 back again.
This from Concrete Boy Chris. What up? What up? This is a situation where people want to see Drake lose more than anything. Family Matters is the top tier track. I feel like I wish you was here the other day in the chat. Concrete.
22 knows the vibes.
That's all I'm trying to say. That's a banger.
Mike Blaze says Euphoria, you're a master manipulator. Heart Part 6, I'm a master manipulator. I don't get it. I'm sorry.
I think he spaced it by mistake.
Okay. Go ahead, Sam.
He's basically saying Kendrick called him a manipulator, and then he basically admitted to it in the Hard Part 6. Viral City, LOL, laughing out loud. Blocking that nice case already in Canada news for trafficking and domestic violence. Certified. Receipts.
Antoine Jackson, salute. Drake came with the facts, not Twitter topics. Indeed, he did. Salute.
All right, tell me what the facts are again.
I keep saying that. This from Serenity Mustangs. Kendrick lyrics better than Drake's lies. Y'all compromises act. This is a rap battle, not breaking 24. Did Nas and Jay prove all their scenarios? Dudes on the corner have paperwork. # lyrics and wordplay. You a little all over the place, Serenity. I'm not gonna lie, but we all got our opinion.
I'll read the next two since they both short.
He's talking. He cooking.
Jay Legs podcast. Nothing's off limits. This is hip hop. That's a fact. Christopher the Conqueror. Important to note that it's really non-fan bases versus one.
Indeed.
Go ahead, Sid.
36 Chambers, Not Like Us, Family Matters. Euphoria, push-up, 7-minute drill, 616. All the songs in order for me. Oh, that's your order, 36.
That's his order.
Okay, cool. Bet.
2 3s in the building.
Stop lying about the colonizer thing. Y'all was upset Benny didn't get the Drake verse. Name a national star Lennon made after Tip without Drake.
Ooh.
That's a conversation
with the facts.
Yeah. Shout out to 2 3.
What up, Raphael? That's another day one. What's good, Brody? His Pain by BJ the Chicago Kid and K-Dot. Dot raps about hitting his woman amongst other terrible things. You can hear him crying as he's rapping. Are those receipts, Raphael?
Devin Braxton with one. I'll read the next one too, so this one is short. Drake's number ones only existed when Kendrick didn't drop. We're not about to discount when Drake is successful. Let's not do that, guys. K Nicole with a super chat says, for me, Drake's been giving colonizer vibes since he was trying to look hood in the worst behavior music video. I mean, we know he has identity crisis issues. We see it every day. Go ahead, Sin.
Jay Stu says, Drake went Wile E. Coyote with the traps. You're supposed to catch the fish, not let it eat the bait and your boat. Props to both of them.
Jeez.
So stay right here. This one is for you too. I can't let Beanie read this.
All right. As Floyd II says, Sin is a special kind of hater. Who hurt you? I'm only a hater to those that deserve the hate, man.
Sin, take this one too. It's directed to you, dog.
Mad Max again.
You gonna make a read Max, bro?
CJ, that's that Spanish pride he got because CJ was copying Busy Banks' flow. What the hell, Sin saying? Hey, all I'm saying is
CJ was crazy. CJ was insane.
Nah, he was out of bounds for that, bro.
Jay gave me the colonizer vibes, like a little something like CJ. You know what I mean? That's all I was saying. Obviously, he's rapping better than CJ.
I bet Lowe still got on them same dirty white ones. Yo, chill, bro. Don't do my homie like that.
S. Floyd was in his feelings from the time the pre-show went active. He accused me of titling the episode a certain way to hate on Drake. I'm like, bro, you
Floyd,
serious?
We gotta do better, dog. Come on, man.
Like, get out your feelings, bro. Go ahead, Mace.
This from Hitman 1887. Kendrick clicked up with them niggas. Drake treated him like he's one of them. Kendrick won a 1v1. He should have addressed Drake by himself. That was my point, Hitman. But, you know, other people looked at it in different ways. We can't be mad at him.
Steven Bender said 20 versus 1 Nas, 1 verse 20. If I got to slap all these people that right with you. Oof. Go ahead, Sid.
Rudy G says, no matter how good the record, not giving credit to Drake for the bars, not at Kendrick, he could have gave them one line saying, I'll get to you later. Yeah.
There you go. He messed up in that regard, in my opinion. Go ahead, Mace.
This from Jay. Ain't a 20v1, it's a 1v20 if I gotta smack niggas that right with you. Why you made me read that and not Sin, man?
No. You gotta read the facts.
I didn't read it. I'm not gonna lie.
Jay, you made me. That's crazy, Jay.
Coach C with a $5 says Dot ain't have 5 other people taking shots at him as well. Drake held it down. All these cats turned their back at him, so he let them have their moment. That's true. I'll read the next one too. Who's the master? Drake started all those fires himself. That's also true. Yeah. It's a very dynamic story. Go ahead, Sid.
S. Floyd again. Drake never came to fight with mad people like Dot. All right.
From I Am Aboriginal. So nobody care about bruh be having ghostwriters. LOL, shaking my head. Listen, that's been brought up.
Stay right there, Mace.
From Mevlin Byron, Drake sexuals crying about pedo claims and not like us, but Drake brought it. Haha. Should I say Pac brought it up? It was all good just 2 weeks ago. Haha. Listen, I'm glad you're having your time in the sun, Melvin. I'm glad.
Nella HD, $10. I got you. Oh. It says, I'm confused. Pusha T's Drake diss was not a banger. So why are people putting so much emphasis on diss tracks needing to be a banger? I mean, like I said, was it the week before last? There's no rules. People only pretend there's rules when it serves their argument, but there is no rules in this shit. Period. Go ahead, Austin.
I am Aboriginal. Never in history can a dude that don't write all his own music and can't freestyle to save his life be the GOAT of rap. Hey, you preaching to the choir right now, man. Talk to the other guys.
It's the return of the 36 chambers. The same way Metro will hear shut your ass up and make some drums forever because Drake is the same way. Drake will hear we don't want to hear you say ninja no more. OVO ho, 6ix9ine God, and I'm A minor forever. Residual impacts. Listen, you ain't lying. 36.
Quotable.
Some bars in there.
Concrete Chris says Metro beat fire, but some being a cornball since. Damn. OVO Chris. I didn't know until tonight. OVO Chris is in the building. The Tribe. Go ahead, Sam.
All right. The Tribe won. Cole W because he and Kendrick don't really have bad blood. There wasn't really beef there. Had he joined with Drake, he would have lost the battle and a connect in Kendrick. At the time, it was wild though. Yeah, I can agree with some of that for sure.
Mate, some slander for you, Macito.
And I should replace Mace for 60 days. Let's put Gang in timeout. Jamal, listen, man. Stay on the bench where you belong, you heard?
S Don Vic 92 says Drake got out Drake by someone with a strong lyrical game. Don't forget Drake denied Adonis at first until they found his baby mama. Sheesh.
Oof.
Sheesh.
Who's next?
Truth Seeker 86.
86.
Yes, and I'm cutting the line. I'm sorry.
Drake never leaked info about being a pedo. He leaked the 11-year-old daughter. Okay, cool. Thank you for clearing that up.
Mike H, the homie. Kenny went from 11 to 5 for me on my all-time list. Respect to Drake, though. That's quite a jump. Drake must have been a big problem then, Mike H.
There you go. Fitboy Draco, I think this is Canadian currency, says Drake had alluded to Drake's kid. Kendrick alluded to Drake's kid being named Eternity and Meet the Grams. A poster of Eternity is a Family Matters video. Go look. Okay. We'll do that.
Copy.
Truth Seeker 86. Oh, we read that one already. It was this one. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, Truth Seeker 86. Again, Drake should have dropped 7 p.m. in Compton and give him that 6 p.m. in New York flow.
I thought he was going to play the Compton card. I'm not going to lie. I'm surprised he didn't.
Shoulda.
Jermaine L. Johnson.
JLJ, what up, Brody? They should stop now. I don't want them to force anything, even after they know that they've run out of things to say. I feel like if they keep going, the songs may keep getting worse and worse. JLJ, that's a risk I'm willing to take, man.
Zig family, $25. Much appreciated, bro. Appreciate y'all covering this moment in history. I wasn't outside for Nas and Jay-Z, so I'm extra appreciative of this time. Sin, we up. That's a fact.
All the way up.
$5 holler, Sin.
Yeah. Juice Wanders. I want a Daylight versus Tay Rock, and we got Daylight versus Pat Stay. God bless the dead.
I don't get the battle rap
reference. Battle rap reference. Elite. That's an elite battle rap reference. Shout to Juice.
Go. That's yes.
Duddy Price. Family Matters is telling us the story of Drake leaking the info in the third part of the video. Why is nobody putting that together? If Kendrick finessed Drake, y'all would call him a genius. I feel the same way. One side is strategic, one side is doing too much, but you know how I go.
I do.
I definitely give him points if he definitely did finesse Kendrick. I give him points for that. It's not enough though. Sorry.
Well, he changed the artwork of a song, so it got to be something to it. Or maybe there was some. They were saying there was some kind of like
legal issues with the DSP.
Okay. Yeah. PP Project says, ask yourself one thing: do you really think Drake has been through even a tenth of the struggles of us, but reps the culture? He's a costume. That's points are made. I'll read this next one. Say When says was out in Denver over the weekend, and no lie, when Not Like Us came on, the damn roof blew off. Everyone is saying, "Oh, we hope." Not. You know what's funny? I hate to keep using this reference, but it's one of my favorite jokes. It sure feels like the end of the original Star Wars trilogy. When They Not Like Us come on, it sure look like the Ewoks is happy at the second Death Star has been destroyed, because they everybody from coast to coast is celebrating. Crazy.
That is true.
Jack acronyms for $1. Much love. Consider rap star. This one is yours.
Cecil Burrows with the $5. Salute to you. Nasty work. Drake tricked Kenny into beating his ass. Nasty work.
Cecil, that's messed up, man.
Hilarious.
From Beach Boy Los. The last few days been lit. That's a fact. Had us constantly refreshing IG and YouTube to see if something new dropped. Love this hip hop shit. Salute the Rap Roundtable and salute to you, brother.
That's love. That's love. That's love. Manuel Brown, my guy. Let me hear you say, "Oh, he been geeked." He's one of the other people who've been locked into this coverage, watching it on a big screen. Shout out to OVO Chris and family watching it on the big screen. We have people locked in. This is, it's a moment for us just as much as it's a moment for hip hop. I'm gonna be selfish for a moment. We made major leaps and bounds with this moment. So this is yours.
We did.
Dre got with the $1.99. Salute to you. Daylight wrote back to back. Drake didn't sign him. Karma.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Yeah. Last but not least, Mace.
This from J Money. Drake better stay inside for the rest of the year. Nah, man. Nah. We listen, we just Drake is rapping from Scary Hours to now. Drake is rapping the best maybe he's ever rapped in his entire career. He should make an album right now.
All right. Points made. Well, look, we're gonna shut it down right now. This show probably went 45 minutes longer than we thought it would have because all of these super chats y'all delivered. BTG at the buzzer. I'm done with push-ups. Go to hell, Baylor. I mean, we'll see you next week.
Baylor got the discipline.
As for you guys, we'll probably be back with the lunch hour. And if this war continues, we'll be back to continue covering it. But again, shout out to all of the new subscribers and the people who've locked in with us throughout this process. Don't dip off now because the beef is done. Y'all like the pod, keep supporting the pod, and we anticipate you do that. You know, if you haven't already, please hit the like button. TP Project says, Drizzlers, check your neck with all that cap. Relax. You know what I mean? Thank you for the
with
money.
The Kendrick, Lamar, Avi. That's crazy.
Bro. Hit the like button if you haven't already. You know, and we're gonna keep leveling this out. I mean, it might be some game and rose on the horizon. I'd like to see it. You know, I'd like to see what else is next for the year. Pusha T does have a Gangsta Girls coming out. I'd like to see it. Kevlar Laboratory salute. I see the comment. You know, you saying I earned your respect. Well, good. Thank you. Appreciate it. And Dini, we lost Dini. He got to go home. We doing these things on the clock all over the place. Life is constant, and we potting in the midst of it. Consider Rap Stop as a victor of this situation, so he will take us home with this live tonight.
Kendrick, we up. TDE, we up. For Joe, the point guard. Dini the balance, who we lost. Macito, OVO Mace. Sorry, maybe next time, bro. Sincere the Rap Snob. Sincere the Rap Snob. Thank you for joining. Epic show. We out of here. Hit the like, comment, subscribe, all of that. We out of here. We catch y'all next time. Peace.
Boom. Appreciate y'all. Agree or not.